Good morning. Howdy, this is Mackenzie Franklin from SideGame LLC here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is my friend Robert. He's joining me here today for a fantastic live play of Kingdom Death Monster. Robert, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Robert, and we're getting ready to play Kingdom Death Monster.
So this campaign we've been doing for about a year now, I think?
Yeah,
something like that. I'm going to have you scoot a little bit this way. See the camera.
Right.
All right. But yeah, we've been doing this for about a year off and on. With COVID, it was a little bit difficult, so we were online only for a little bit. But this is year 20 or year 15. Year 15, but really it's like year 30. We had an event that basically gave us a free reset. So our characters in this playthrough are going to be pretty dang powerful. And to kind of showcase that power, we are actually going to be taking on one of the hardest enemies here, the hardest hunts. We're going to be taking on the level 3 Giga Lion. So this is the kind of transmutated evil form of the White Lion. You got his miniature here. Let's see if I can put him up on the camera here. Super nasty looking thing. Ugh, and you can see he's got some survivors kind of underneath his body here. Very gross, very gruesome, but hopefully he'll be our dinner at the end of this showdown. So that's the whole goal today, is to kind of just get a quick overview of what Kingdom Death Monster looks like, how it's played. So let's get started. Yep. So we've already done what's called the settlement phase, where we are going to basically be preparing our people to go, and now we are actually going on the hunt, where we're going to go hunt and kind of travel along this path to go find that white Giga Lion. So that being said, we prepare all our people. We get like leaving bonuses essentially, and in our case, everybody's going to get survival as well as any abilities on their equipment. So Robert's going to go ahead and calculate all that stuff for him, but this is kind of what we're looking at, are these equipment loadouts. So this is what a loadout looks like for a survivor. We have armor sets, we have different items, and a lot of these items are going to give abilities based on if they have these little, you see little squares on the side here. If those are connected, you'll get additional effects. So a lot of our characters have complete armor sets, so we're going to be getting lots of bonuses. So right off the bat, we've got about 5 armor on this guy, 8 armor on each of this guy's body parts. Or anything exciting.
What's survival limit 8?
Our survival limit is 8, and we get 5 just for leaving. So survival is kind of like your will to survive. It's going to give you abilities that you can use during the opponent's turn, as well as during kind of the middle of your actions. It's pretty sweet and extremely useful. A little hard to get at some points, but luckily we're at a point where we pretty much get full survival every time we leave. So it's pretty fun, pretty cool. I'm going to do a couple of changes really quick before we leave. I'm going to bring a harp with me this time. So generally, when you go out into the darkness, bringing noisy gear is pretty dangerous. But one of my characters is always noisy, so might as well bring the gear with him. Because if he's going to die, he's going to do it in style. We also have what's called Red Fist, which means that everybody is going to get a +1 strength token at the start. So we're just going to prep those. But other than that, I think the last thing I'll do is I'll update the mini. I have this cool one that has an actual harp. And I think that's a pretty great representation of my lady who's always playing harp. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. So we go 2, 4, 6, 8 to determine who's going to be our first event revealer. In this case, it is going to be Robert. So Robert's red character, this is Shuda Jr. Now our settlement in particular is the Caveman Harem. We had a group of men that had found this settlement, and they just, they kind of just started their own thing. And we needed a bunch of women, right? Because, we're trying to survive and populate. So this was the whole idea behind it, was that you had all these men meeting these women and hopefully start something new. So we have a fatal paper cut saying, "Morning, fellas. Thank you so much. Good morning." And Sharyar Mishra says, "This is the only terrain the survivors will tread on." So we don't know. So it depends on the character that we're fighting. What would you say the White Lion is most known for?
Grass.
Grass. So yes, the White Lion, he brings grass with him normally. Now, based on our little reference book here, we are actually going to set up a certain amount of terrain. So for the White Lion here in particular, the Giga Lion, he's going to have some tall grass, 2 random terrain cards. So we're not going to exactly see what is there yet until we actually reach him, because this just kind of represents the path. And so this is not actually terrain. These are going to be random events, which is what this book is for. It's going to tell us. So right off the bat, Robert's going to read the first one for us.
All right, this is our first hunt event. Dead Warrior. The survivors stop a man's length away from a one-handed skeleton clad in ancient rusted armor. A strange tablet covered in inscriptions lies next to it. The settlement has pictographs. Do we have pictographs?
I think we chose to get scarification last time instead of them. We do not have pictographs.
So we can't investigate.
We're too dumb to be able to investigate.
Okay, so we got to roll a random hunt event.
So the random hunt events, you'll roll 2 dice, and then based on the numbers, you'll put them kind of side by side to make a 2-digit number, and that's going to give us something insane in this book. So hopefully it's going to be something tame. We'll move this up a little bit so that hopefully we can see what's going on. Robert's going to read it out for us.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
62, right?
62, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Space between the rocks. The survivors are distracted by a dark crack in the endless sea of stone faces. If any survivor has a pickaxe, which we do, right?
I left it at home.
Oh my goodness. What the heck?
I'm sorry, I brought the heart.
They strike the ground, causing the ground to... Nope, we do not do. Otherwise, each survivor rolls 1d10.
Okay. So each of our characters are color-coded. So mine are going to be brown and green, and Robert's are red and blue. So I have a 7 and a 7. Nice.
And it's for stragglers. So do we have...
That's going to be you.
I add hunt XP to my...
So it's going to be blue?
So it's going to be slippery.
Oh, no. So Slippery, he's our tank. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, he's going to... Maybe something bad will happen.
All right, becomes a straggler. The straggler stops to gaze at the depths and refuses to stop staring. When the other survivors drag them... when the other survivors drag him away, they babble incoherently. Whatever they saw changed them forever. They gain 1 random disorder.
So disorders are one of my favorite things in this game. They're permanent injuries to specific survivors. Now, we don't actually play as survivors. We play as kind of like this omniscient being that kind of takes control of the survivors. So sometimes they'll go crazy, and that's what this disorder deck is for. So these disorders can be all sorts of things like paranoia or what's another good one? Vomiting, binge eating.
Well, this one has hoarder, and they take some of the loot each time.
And then my other person, always noisy. That's his disorder, is he just can't shut up. So let's see what happens. This is his 3rd disorder for Slippery, so let's see what his final straw is.
Secretive. You love secrets so much that you pretend to have many. When you're a returning survivor, you quickly become preoccupied with your own affairs. You must skip the next hunt to deal with them. Is that every time?
I think every time you go on a hunt, you're going to kind of do your own thing back at camp.
Wow.
So kind of annoying, but seeing as you're basically almost retired,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So in this game, the characters will age after every hunt.
So you can see the hunt XP. He's probably has to retire after this time anyway.
So it's fine. You know,
Yeah.
he can take his secrets and be that old creepy man in his hut. So that works.
But
Cool.
he can still make babies.
That's true. He's very good at. Well, I guess he's actually not great at using an axe.
Yeah. What's he might be the highest. We're trying to get axes trained up now.
That is the truth. So
Got a bunch of other weapon proficiencies, but
spoiler, this is like an incredibly good run through. Like, this is the best I've ever done in this game. Robert is very much like, we're gonna win this game.
yeah.
So it's really cool to play with
We've
someone.
had a few that we've made it kind of far, but then lost, and then we got this one, and we got the reroll, and we got to start strong. So we're just like, we're gonna do everything right, and maybe win one. So,
It's pretty fantastic. So, like Robert said, we are kind of we're calculating. We're being as controlled as possible. We have things that allow us to predict, things that allow us to set up. And so this is really cool because we're able to take on these gigantic creatures, and really they're kind of chumps, no?
yeah, we haven't had a big challenge. I think this will be a challenge.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The Giga Lion is supposed to be very challenging, so let's see what happens. So that was the red event, so now we jump over to gold. So that's my character. So this is Flair. She's our bard. Let's see what happens. This is just a random event, so we simply roll the 2 dice, and we'll see what happens. This is going to be a 8. So low numbers generally on this table are not so good. So let's see what happens. We found Wailing Smoke. A constant moan follows the survivor. Eventually, they enter an area shrouded in thick fog, and the wailing reaches a fever pitch. Everyone who's not deaf rolls a d10. So none of my guys are deaf, so roll them up. All right. You gain that many survival and +1 understanding. Ooh, that's super good.
Okay.
Nice. So my character gets plus 10 survival. So I'm full. I think. Is there not one over there? It's under the.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Sorry about that. So we're at full survival. That's pretty great. And plus 1 understanding. So understanding gives you kind of passive bonuses the more that you get. And our characters are already pretty understanding of the world around them. But as you get higher here, you'll unlock some more abilities. So this character is actually 1 away from unlocking their ultimate potential.
So they're just 2? Yeah.
Yep, just 2 bonuses. Cool. So that's the first thing. But now, oh geez, the survivors. Oh, we can rest here longer. Would you like to? I think we're fine. I don't think we need to rest. Okay. Yep, we're fine. Nothing bad happens. We literally just got kind of an insight. We heard something in the wind. Cool. Awesome.
And that's always very, very good because most of these are bad.
Agreed. Okay, and then next we're going to have Objet go. So Objet is our rhythm chaser, abyssal sadist. She's got her axe proficiency that she's working on. So she already has some spear proficiency. So she's got this weapon that counts as both. That's kind of the one that we've been training and trying to make work really well. So she's got her 2 dice, and this is another random event. So let's see what happens. It is a 14, another low number. That's kind of scary. So 14 here. Chance encounter. The survivors encounter a bewitching barefoot waif with soot-covered feet. If you already rolled this event on this hunt, or if all survivors are insane,
yes,
I think all survivors are insane. She turns her back and disappears in the darkness. Roll again. So it's we are crazy. We don't actually see what happens. So this is a 32 now. Bummer. We'll never see the waif again. We're too crazy. Wow. Oh, speaking of crazy, sudden madness. The event revealer is devastated by a piercing cacophony in their head. Roll a d10. It's got to be that smoke. Smoking too much. It is a 6. Oh, God. If the result is less than or equal to their current insanity, it is, because my insanity on this character is 20, and I rolled a 6, they're going to go mad, lashing out at their compatriots. Each other survivor suffers an event damage to a random hit location before I regain control of myself. I do not have the crazed fighting art, so I just literally hit everybody. Ouch. That's okay, though. So the cool thing about this are the dice here. They actually have the different body parts of the characters on them. So you simply just roll this, and it tells you where you've gotten hit. So it looks like I hit my friend Flair right in her pelvis. So she's going to take 1 damage to her pelvis. So each character has a set of armor that's going to go on all of their body parts. And in this case, Flair, she's got 5 on everything, but now I've had to erase 1, and she's got 4 on her waist now. Luckily, 1 damage isn't crazy, but once again, every little bit can help.
So my tank went from 8 to 7. So he has a lot of armor, but my archer went from 4 to 3 onto the body. So,
and our archer is probably our best character in the game.
Yeah.
There's a specific item in here, the death mask, that's kind of been carrying us for probably...
especially early on.
Yes.
This one right here.
It gives you +4 luck, and luck is kind of like the critical hit number here. And when your die is only 10, that's like 50-50 chance to crit on everything, which is insane. It generally is going to get you lots of resources, ignore reactions. It's so powerful.
So, and then I've got 2 additional, so I crit on Forge or better. So,
which is unreal, because either he misses or he crits most of the time.
Yeah, so it's only a 30% chance to not crit.
So our team consists of Flair, the support. She is constantly kind of manipulating the deck so we can see where we're hitting. We have Objet, which is kind of like the, I would say, kind of general character.
Yeah, kind of a brawler, kind of DPS brawler. Mm-hmm. And then the tank, which also can deal some damage, and then the archer, which gets all the crits.
Yes, so kind of prioritize that.
And crits are extra good because a lot of the hit locations, you can get extra resources, you can extra wound the monster, and so crits really kind of can carry the encounter.
Critting is also just really fun because it has some really cool flavor text and stuff. And it's been a great playthrough. I love this one. So Wilfred from Singapore, he says he wants to ask, since they're called survivors, permadeath's a thing in this game. Yes, your survivors can get gobbled up extremely quickly. So the big thing that you're really focusing on, Wilfred, is you're focusing on the gear. The gear is the most important. I don't know why, but if your character dies, all of its gear is usually dragged back to the settlement somehow.
Usually the other survivors drag it back.
Yes, yep.
But if your entire party wipes, like the ground itself
I don't know how it
drags
works.
the gear back.
God himself, us, we grab it and bring it, throw it into the settlement. So
like the whole story behind this world you learn as you play, and there's always these heads and body parts on the ground, like magic or something. It's kind of weird.
it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
So yes, permadeath is totally a thing. Survivors in here, you cannot get attached. This is actually why my wife doesn't really like this game. She loves kind of building up her own character, but characters die like flies in this game. But fortunately, we've done pretty dang well where we actually haven't had a person die in quite a while. And if they do die, it's usually due to like really unfortunate childbirth. Or just random events. Sometimes they'll just die, or maybe infighting. We've had a couple of murders or accidents on stages. So definitely permadeath, and honestly, disorders are another thing that leads to kind of permadeath, because if sometimes a disorder will be so crippling that that character is essentially dead, so you don't really give much stock in them. So Wilfred, yes, permadeath is a real thing. Yep. So that was green, and now goes Robert. He's going to reveal the next event with slippery.
We have another random. So that is 83.
High number, that could be good.
So we have the flesh monolith. The survivors approach a 5-sided monolith made of flesh that stretches into the darkness overhead. Limbs and faces, both human and bizarre, protrude from all sides. So that's what we're talking about. The event reveal gains +1 courage and investigates. So that's me.
You're gonna be courageous, and you're gonna investigate.
So that triggered my what's the
nice. So just like courage, or just like understanding, courage is a track that's marked on each investigator. So it's pretty cool. You eventually get to this high point, and right in the middle of this event, Slippery actually met his highest courage threshold. So we're gonna actually pause this event, go to what's called, what is it, Awakened Eye, or what is this one? See the Truth. Yeah, so in the middle of his event, he has seen the truth. This one's alphabetical. So let me mark this here. Okay. And then See the Truth is going to be in S.
Ah, right here.
Oh, perfect. Wow, that was amazing.
All right. So
he has seen the truth. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Greatest courage is achieved when the past and future are abandoned. The void that remains is dark, endless well of strength. Fear and pain are your nourishment, and you will feast. You suddenly recall meeting a strange masked man who, for a moment, occupied your second eyelids. What you saw filled your mouth and the taste of your own death. Suffer the blind severe head injury and taste death. If you're already blind, you do not suffer again. So taste death. So I'm now blind.
So whenever you become blind, you first get a bleeding token. This is kind of your health. If you ever get 5 of these, you die. The other thing is he loses 1 accuracy because he literally stabbed his eye out. And then he'll roll on this table, which is the taste of death. So he's kind of gone to the other side and he's tasted death. So let's see what happens.
Sweet. When your second eyelids open, the veil of darkness is lifted. You recall looking to the sky and viewing the horizon of titanic faces. Each face is different and appears at a different part of your body. Death was upon you, and strangely sweet flavor swirled around in your mouth. Gain the weak spot disorder and the following ability. So you'll find the disorder.
So what's your new ability?
The new ability is called Sweet Battle. Once per round, you may surge without spending survival. If you do, the action must be used to activate a weapon. So basically, you get a. Do you have to flip that over?
No, it's free. It's free surge.
Without spinning, you may surge without spinning survival. So you're still surging.
Okay, so yeah, you are still using your surge, but it's free.
Yep,
that could be good.
Yeah.
So this is on our tank, so maybe not the greatest thing, but also could be good because the tank is still very strong. He's got the axe with him, so that could be very useful, especially if maybe Spearmaster or something. But this guy's about to retire, so that's really bad. In addition to being blind, you also have a weak spot. You have an imaginary infirmity. When you gain this disorder, roll a hit location die.
Okay.
Record it. You are never allowed to leave unless you wear body armor.
Okay.
All right.
And does that replace one of these?
Yeah. No, you won't get another disorder. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So no disorder recorded because he's already a 3. And then Wilfred, he's got another comment here. He says, thanks for the info. Currently waiting for setup PDM to arrive. Great. I'm glad that this is helpful for you. I hope you enjoy the game. This is fantastic. And honestly, you're going to be fine when it shows up. The tutorial for the game is really good. And the gameplay is fairly straightforward and simple. There's a small thing, but you'll notice that in a lot of dungeon crawls. But in the early stuff, a lot of the clarifications for keywords and stuff are printed on the cards and on the items. So it does a great job of guiding you into the world. Now, you're probably going to die a lot, but that's part of the fun of the game, is kind of learning the world and learning what's going on. So yeah, I hope you have a great time with it.
Okay. Sweet battle.
And then Wilfred also comments, he's loving the realism of the game and the sense of urgency the game gives you. That is absolutely true. Everything you do really does matter. And a bad mistake can cause a domino effect that will cause your entire crew to die. So you got to be very careful with every decision you're making. Sometimes you can nonchalantly walk through stuff, but other times, you know, hopefully we won't see that. But, you know, yeah, I'm not going to discount anything. We still have a lot of hunt events to go here. And if you'll notice at the top here, this is our hunt event track. Now, generally the game comes with a big board, but I don't really use the board because there's no reason to. So I just mark it on the track here. And so our line is all the way at the end here, so we have to make it through all these events to get to them.
And the higher level, you have to slog through a lot more of these.
So you have higher chance to basically die or get really injured on your way there.
So blind is -1 accuracy?
-1 accuracy, and then that's really it.
Okay.
And if you go blind a second time, you have to retire.
Okay.
Yep. But once again, you're about to retire anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Next. And that was in the middle of your hunt event for Slippery. So now we're back. So he had this realization. He stabbed himself in the eye. Oh, what were you doing? You were looking at this nasty monolith of flesh. Yeah. That's gross.
Okay. So now I investigate. Do I have anything for investigates? No. Okay.
What do you see?
A 9. 5 through 9. Our survivors are driven back with horror. They suffer the quarry monster's level to brain event damage.
So just like our armor, we can also suffer brain damage. So each of us has a brain score. A lot of us are insane, which means we have at least 3. So this should be fine. Actually, we're all insane. Yeah. So we lose 3. So Jet is down to 17 brain armor. So she's still doing just fine. And Flair has gone down to 5. Now, the whole reason we chose to go after this line is actually to reduce our brain armor, because we figured it'd be yelling us a lot and we'd be pretty safe.
There was some ability that we saw that
yes,
we thought about going about it before, but we had we thought we'd get our brain armor. The reason we have usually your brain armor kind of goes from 0 to 5 and you take all the damage, but we have Abyssal Sadist, which is an ability on all 3 of our attacking guys. And every time you attack and you wound the monster, you get 1 brain armor and you get 1 survival. And that's just super powerful. That's why we've been able to build up these huge reserves of insanity.
It's pretty cool. We've kind of basically maxed out kind of our weapon sets. So now we're just focusing on making really solid survivors. And the way we've done this is through our innovations. So innovations are these cards that you can make once a year. And these cards are going to give you cool abilities. Now, this one, Sculpture in particular, this is why everybody has Abyssal Sadist. Basically, you can have somebody kind of sculpted on the sculpture, and now that fighting art is available for everybody, and it's super, super powerful.
So we had to pick what we thought was the most powerful fighting art, and we had that person teach it to everybody else.
And he's been immortalized. It's been years since he's been alive and active, but now everybody knows his ways. So really cool. So that's our flesh monolith. We just got grossed out. And next is going to be Shooty Jr. Good luck.
All right. And that's kind of part of the, you can see there's a lot of things that you can have survivors die, but you can plan ahead. And like, so you keep some survivors safe so they can teach and it's permadeath isn't as perma as it is in some games.
Correct.
If you plan correctly.
Because once again, we are controlling a whole settlement of people. So right now we have a whole settlement of at least 27 people. This is our settlement sheet, and that big chunk in the middle here. Those are all of our people that are actually living in the settlement.
All right, scratching grounds. Claw marks scar the ground. The survivors may choose to investigate. Each survivor that investigates gains +1 courage and rolls on the table.
Objet is investigating, so my lantern glaive user, she's going to run down. She's brave, she's feeling good, and she's just going to roll. She got a 6. How'd she do?
Nothing happens.
Useless. At least she got some bravery in there.
I'll do I think I'll just pass.
Okay, so at least one person investigated, so we don't have to roll a random 100. Cool.
Okay.
And now we enter this empty space, and this empty space represents overwhelming darkness. So as you get further and further from your settlement, the light disappears, and now it's just us and the darkness. So this is super far away from civilization into the creepy darkness. And so we have to go through a special hunt event here called Overwhelming Darkness. So hopefully we survive. So generally, you have to pick a path based on a couple of criteria. If you are insane, you'll go the path of the loon, or the what's it called? Something like that. No? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Maybe path of the insane. That might just be it. You can all the spoilers here. Okay. Yeah, it's path of the insane. If you're insane, you can also choose path of the doomed if you're not insane, or brave. But if you are brave, which means you have 3 or more courage, you can go path of the brave. Now, luckily, we have a song of the brave that we've innovated, and that means that we can all take the path of the brave because we kind of, we march through the darkness together. So that's what's happening here. So both of my guys are going path of the brave. You can potentially choose insane if you want. I don't know if you're feeling risky.
Nope.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I got a 1 and a 3.
I got a 1 and a 5.
So let's resolve. We'll go with Shoot a Junior first.
Okay. You find a half-dead survivor covered in translucent moths. Ignore them, losing 1 courage and spending all of your survival to save them, gaining +1 population. Oh, no.
So we can lose a courage, or we can spend all our survival to save this person. What do you want to do?
I want to lose a courage.
I think I'm going to do the same thing. So I rolled a 1 with green, so green's going to lose a courage as well. Because once again, we're going to go fight this lion, and we want to make sure that we actually are able.
Yeah, survival is very, very important.
Yeah. Hey, Indra, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So, yep, I'm going to keep survival with my 1 here as well.
Okay, so 5. A massive whale swims overhead. Your guts quiver with its booming cries. You vomit in fear, but keep a brave face. Gain -1 evasion token.
So evasion tokens, they look something like this. They're either negative or positive, and these just provide passive bonuses. So no worries. Hey, Andrea, you're fine. We are in the middle of the hunt, so we actually haven't started the showdown yet. So this is kind of like the preamble, the prologue to the actual action. So you're going to be fine. All right. And then I've got a 3. So mine says, I punch myself in the face to chase away doubt. I get a -1 accuracy token. That's annoying. That's okay. My bard is probably not going to be doing any fighting, so this is good. She's mainly support. Cool. So we've made it through the overwhelming darkness. Up next, we have Flare. And we have another White Lion hunt event. So this one is Aromatic Breeze. The hungry lion sniffs the survivor's musk on the wind. Move the White Lion 1 space toward the survivors on the hunt board. If it moved onto our space, it would ambush us. So that doesn't do anything. But we do roll a random hunt event as well. So let's roll these up.
So that was actually good. So we have to face fewer of these cards.
Yep, super nice. 92. Oh my gosh. High numbers. This could be good. 92. So in this case, my man. Failed start. The survivors find the tattered remains of 4 humans clad in loincloths and clutching stone shards. They bear the distinct marks of white lion claws. Each survivor suffers a brain event damage and gains a founding stone starting gear. Survivors with 3 or more understanding also gain a D10 of insanity. So that's everybody. So we take a brain damage, but we also gain insanity, so we don't actually lose anything. So instead, both of my characters gain
3 plus understanding. Okay. So
yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
Both my characters gain 5 insanity, so Abjet is higher than where she finished, so she's at 22 again.
Did you subtract 1?
Yes.
Okay.
And then 10 on Flare. Goodness gracious.
I get.
This is a continuing campaign, Indra. This is Lantern Year 15, but it's also kind of like Lantern Year 30. We got a restart in the middle of our playthrough, and so we got to bring all of our weapons and stuff to this new settlement. So really helpful. It gave us a big kickstart on it.
Did we had the death mask, right? From the
Yes, that's yeah. We were able to carry the death mask over, and that's really what did it. It's kind of crazy. So that was that. What else happened? Something else happened. We get founding stones.
So we have to decide if we want to.
Correct. So whenever you gain gear during a event like this, you have to decide, is it worth discarding something that's on your gear grid? So once again, our characters are pretty dang well outfitted. So I actually don't think I'm going to take the founding stone on either of my characters. I'm just going to leave it on the ground. Founding Stone is a very neat item. It's one that I like a lot. The effect is you can throw it as an attack to get an automatic critical hit, which is extremely good. But once again,
you have to archive it. You
Correct.
lose it when you throw it.
It's a one-time use, so I don't think it's really worth it because all of our other stuff is just that good.
Yeah.
And I think we need our setups for this fight we're about to go on. I could get rid of the harp if you want to get a guaranteed one.
Might be worth it. So does that get rid of...
That'd be our ability to get rid of moods in play. Yeah. So moods are kind of like behaviors that specific monsters will have.
Maybe, I don't know. Can we build it again if we want to?
We need whiskers. So as long as we have whiskers, we do not... Oh, we do. We have 2 golden whiskers. Up to you. Because once again, we're probably not going to use the harp in future things, right?
Easy.
Maybe it might be useful in...
What's the nemesis are we doing? Is it...
the next nemesis is the hand, level 2.
I don't think that's enough for moods.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, maybe. It might be... We could be able to get the killing blow or something.
That'd be pretty powerful. And I do have that free activation to activate a weapon free. I've also tasted the sweet death.
Nice.
Sure, we'll do it. So we're actually, plot twist, going to grab it. So I drop the harp in the middle of the darkness, and instead I pick up a Founding Stone. So like I said, Founding Stone's a really cool gear where you can just throw it for instant crit. When you start the game, you actually get, every character gets a Founding Stone, which is kind of neat. Mm-hmm. So this
really helps out early on.
This scenario is basically us finding a crew of survivors that didn't do so good at the start of their game. So we're kind of looting their bodies. It's pretty bad. Cool. So that was brown. So now we go green. So green has a hunt event. And this is going to be Object. She has found the sword in the stone. Crusted with flaking layers of dried blood, an obelisk juts from the ground. From its center protrudes a pristine hilt. Nominate a survivor to reach for it. Roll a d10 and add their sword proficiency.
Huh.
Interesting.
Do we want to do that one?
I nominate Flair, so my bard, because she is the most disposable. So she's going to go for it. She rolls her d10, and what happens? It's a 5. Red with exertion, you attempt to wrench the sword from the obelisk, but it does not budge. She leaves, furious and frustrated. Well, that was fun. Go ahead, Robert. So he's got Slippery that's doing our next event.
All right, lion sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with a small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the white lion's bizarre inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains 1 understanding and 1 insanity.
Nice.
And then we have to roll.
So this puts me at my full understanding.
Okay.
Which is awesome. This is now going to give me white secret. So all of my time out here, I've now leveled up.
What else do we gain?
Understanding and insanity. Okay. So I have learned the white secret. Dun, dun, dun. So white secret is a dream buried deep in memory suddenly surfaces. You feel her hot breath bathing your ear, hissing whispers. She had come to you bearing the secrets of the world, and you had merely forgotten until now. Your brain swells and you scream out in pain, suffer the lunacy brain trauma, and remember the story. So brain trauma, it happens when basically you lose all your insanity and you take 1 more. And this one gives me a specific one, which is lunacy. I believe it's just going to give me a random disorder, which is pretty unfortunate, actually. So this one, lunacy, yep, gain a random disorder and a d5 of insanity. So it looks like I'm getting 1 insanity from this ordeal. So it puts me at 24 insanity. Goodness gracious, I really am crazy. And then we'll get a disorder. So in this case, our disorder is going to be spiral ganglia.
Oh, no.
We're not playing with this expansion, so we actually are not going to use this card. Okay, instead, oh, that kind of sucks. This is flower addiction. An insatiable hunger has bloomed in you, delicate and sickeningly sweet. Whenever I depart, I have to fight the Flower Knights. We are playing with the Flower Knight expansion. So this means that I have to fight the Flower Knight if I'm going to attack something. But when I do, it's cured. So this is flower addiction.
Okay.
That's annoying. Because that means that this character is very strong. So now that they have to go do this hunt, is it worth, wasting a year?
Does the nemesis count?
It does not count, because they are coming
so
to
it just
us.
means we have to fight him next.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I like it. So now we'll see. Remember the story? We roll D10. It is a 7, and
So we're
romantic.
Yeah.
So we have achieved Story of the Survivor. I remember the story of a smart young girl that, despite all odds, constantly outwitted the superior beings she encountered. You also recall that her own vanity led to her death, gained the quixotic disorder and the following ability, Peerless. What does Peerless do?
When you gain insanity, you may gain an equal amount of survival. Wow.
Wow, that's really good.
That is really
With this will say this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you get
If gain insanity, gain equal survival. Holy cow. And then quixotic, I believe, is the actually positive disorder. It's something good that can happen to you. So that's kind of cool. So quixotic is... Quixotic. You carry the weight of your settlement on your shoulders. Everyone is counting on you to save them, and you will rise to the challenge. If you're insane when you depart, you get a +1 survival and +1 strength token.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
But that doesn't count this time, right?
Correct. You've already departed. On depart, if insane, +1 survival, +1 strength token. Cool. Well, that was pretty great.
Okay.
And then you roll a random hunt event, yes?
Yeah.
Hopefully something good.
85.
Good luck. Can you get some water? Do anything?
Test of courage. Lava flows from the eyes of a huge, grimacing stone face. Its gritted teeth hold a worn sword. If there are any survivors with 6+ courage, choose one to brave the lava.
That's you for sure, right?
We've got one. So it could be me or Flair.
Flair is be uppable, but I think your character is actually strong. So if you think it'll be a positive thing, maybe it's worth letting your person do it.
Well, the other thing is my guy's going.
Oh, your guy's retiring?
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be positive or negative?
I think it'll be positive.
Okay, let's do it.
That's probably not a good choice. All right.
Who's doing it? You or me? All right, Flair's doing it.
Okay. Braving lava. They gain.
Braving lava?
What? They gain the adventure sword rare gear. If no one could test their metal, the group. Okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah. The set already has.
Wow.
So we just gain an adventure sword.
Wow.
See what it is.
That's pretty cool.
We haven't dabbled in swords, and one of the reasons we don't particularly like swords is because they tend to have high speed, which sometimes speed can be a drawback.
So there's a cool effect here. This is 85?
Yep.
If you're insane when you pull the adventure sword from the grimacing stone face, you hear a distant cackle. You're holding a much different weapon. Gain the Hope Stealer instead.
Ooh.
So the Hope Stealer is a trident weapon here. It's a melee spear, which is kind of cool because we have spear proficiency.
Yeah.
It is unique and sentient, which means you must be insane when you use it. But it also has reach too, which is powerful. It's a 2 speed, 6 accuracy. So you roll 2 dice, you hit on 6s. It's got 0 damage, but it says at the end of the showdown, you die if you use this weapon. Oh no. Oh, but our settlement's death count is added to this weapon's strength.
Do we know what that is?
I don't know. Let me check. I might have it recorded. No. So this is an optional expansion if you want to use it, but we have not been tracking our death count, so that might be an issue. What do you think? Yeah. This weapon is super good. Like, this is insane. Like, this is great for final bosses. I can count the number of things erased.
Yeah.
So there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 people dead.
And then maybe we've got some cards that we've marked as deceased.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Actually, I think I threw them away.
Okay.
Generally, you're supposed to keep them for this moment. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was trying to reduce waste. Have a good one, Indra. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
So, we should probably wait. If you pick it up, that guy's gonna automatically.
Yes,
die.
our bard's gonna die at the end of the snare of the showdown. It's so good though. I say we go with it. We probably have missed some deaths, but I still think 15 deaths is probably fine.
We might try to figure that out.
Okay, yeah, we'll calculate it because we did while we were doing the online stuff. We also did some like bookkeeping online. That could be helpful.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out later. But for right now, yes, it's a very strong weapon. I'm going to drop the Founding Stone, so we lose the thing we just picked up. We got the Hope Stealer, but this character is going to die. But now we have kind of a cool resource of we could just send somebody to die every round, maybe, or maybe it is unique. So this is it's not irreplaceable, so that's good. Unique just means there's one of it.
Right.
And sentient means that you have to be insane to use it.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Okay.
It's got 16 strength. So this is actually a late game weapon that we can really use extremely well.
Take to the end boss or whatever.
Wow.
I'll look up. We can.
Our death count, or
yeah, I think I've got a few of my guys recorded on here.
Okay. Well, Robert does that. That is the end of the hunt phase. We've actually reached our creature here, so I can go ahead and set him up. So we close our book up. We remove any of the remaining hunt event cards, and we're going to put the Giggle Lion right in the center of the table. So this is kind of the core of the game here. When you reach the hunt event, this is going to be your showdown. Sorry, at the end of the hunt, you're going to be doing your showdown. This is where you're going to be fighting the creature. This is where a lot of the action occurs. So the way we do this is we look at this right here. So this is our kind of book for the White Lion in particular. So the White Lion is a vignette of death. So it's kind of like a promotional material. You don't have to use it, but it provides a big challenge. So in this one, we are going to follow the instructions here. So the first thing we're looking for is terrain. So in this case, we start with 1 tall grass. So we have that. And then 2 random terrain cards. We put 2 out. He's going to start with an ore vein and some acanthus plant out here. And each of these terrain cards are really cool. They look like this, and they will have the abilities that happen when you interact with them on the cards themselves. So we actually have some cool stuff that we can do. For example, tall grass gives you some evasion bonuses if you are in them. So it makes it harder for people to see you, which makes sense, right? So here are the grass pieces. And the cool thing about this is we've actually been hunting this character. So we get to decide where all this stuff begins, because we've kind of kited the lion to this setting. So the lion starts in the center here. Right there. Center? He's slightly to the left. Okay. It shows on there.
And back or forward?
Back. No, forward, you're right. And then we all start here. Oh, no, he is back. Yep. Okay. So we all start here or above. So we have to be in his facing.
6 away or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, 6 away. So this basically just ensures that the White Lion can run up and punch one of us right off the bat. Cool thing, though, is we can put this where we want to give somebody extra evasion, and we can also put these materials on the board so we can hopefully harvest them later. So that's that. The next thing that we have to do is construct the AI deck. Now, generally, I do this before the showdown, but with the White Lion, and sometimes he will cause a different animal to fight you if you fight him. So we create his deck based on this additional information. So the White Giggle Lion is a little unique. He comes with some extra cards and some extra setup. So first off, he comes with his own special hit location cards. We shuffle that in the deck. What else has he got for his setup here? So level 3 here. We put Gigantic Pendulous Punch on top of the hit location deck. So it's the first thing that shows up here. So that gives us some information as to... Oh, no, that's his instinct. I'm sorry. You saw nothing. Yeah, nothing crazy on the setup. Just Smart Cat is on top of the AI deck. He also comes with 1 luck token, which means it's going to be a bit harder to crit. So it looks like Robert's only going to crit on, 4s instead of 5s. So you can't see it in the shot here, but on the right side of the board, there is a dashboard that looks like this that we're going to be putting all this information on. That way we can track it. So that's where all of this stuff is. So if you notice us referencing anything, it's over here. That's where the tokens and the decks are going to be, but we'll show you the cards on the board when we're actually resolving them. Okay, his next thing is we assemble his cards based on their type. So we have legendary cards, we have status cards, we have advanced cards, and lastly, basic cards. So we get a number of those based on what it calls for. And we are told to put Smart Cat on top of the deck here. And it even says, don't forget.
So that it also here, talks about the gigantic.
Yep. So that's for his instinct is when that will happen. So if he ever can't do anything, he'll use the instinct.
Okay,
So for this, we need 1 legendary card for the level 3. So there's his legendary card. We need 8 advanced cards, not including Smart Cat. Oh, he actually starts with Golden Eyes on the board as well. So that's actually going to be placed here. 8 advanced cards. I think that's just all of them, yeah. And then lastly, 11 basic cards. So he has Giga Claws.
That is when the monster collides with the survivor, it snags them with its hook claws. They suffer grab, and grab does 3 damage. Can't be dodged.
Yep. Yeah, that sucks. So it basically, if you're a grab, you get put in front of the monster and you take its damage to something. So in this case, you actually roll and you could potentially bleed as well. You get skewered. Gross.
Okay.
So colliding just means that the monster runs into you.
Where did the other?
Not being used actually.
Oh, okay.
So that's Giga Claws.
All right. So vicious is a trait. At the end of each monster's turn, the monster extends its giant hook claws. So this is the replacement for that one.
Okay.
Target all adjacent survivors. Full move the white Giga Lion away from all other threats. All targets suffer grab. So adjacent survivors. So we never want to end our turn next to or in the
Adjacent
monster turn. So we want to dash away.
So during the showdown, we have access to what are called survival actions. Normally on your turn, you only get a move and an attack, and that's about it. But we have, developed our society so much and trained that we actually have some kind of actions that are at our disposal. So we have these cool tokens to track them here, and these tokens have all the different abilities. So we can encourage, which means we can tell people to stand up and get out of the way. We can surge, which means we can do one extra thing. We can dash, which means you can run an extra time. And we can dodge, which means we can prevent being hit. So to use those, it costs us 1 survival, which is that powerful resource that we've been holding on to this whole time. But this will allow us to run away from the lion and not be victim to his vicious.
And part of the amazing things about the survival actions is you can use them on the monster's turn. So after he does his move and his attack, we can then dash 1 away, so we're not adjacent to him and not get hit by this vicious trait.
We're also in a good position because our lantern glaives have reach, which means we don't actually have to be adjacent to the monster. So we can kind of set it up where none of us are adjacent, and hopefully we don't have to spend that much survival.
But usually he moves next to 1 person at least.
So in addition to vicious, he also is merciless. Okay. Well, what's it do?
Archive, Beast Paw, Strange Hand, and Straining Neck from the monster hit location deck.
Oh boy. So that means that we are actually going to be removing hit locations. So these are hit locations. This is where we're going to be attacking the monster. So we remove the maw, the hand, and the neck. So these are actually some of the easier hit locations to hit. So he's actually harder to hit now, which is terrifying.
So normally grab would do 3 damage since it's level 3, but this Merciless says it doubles all damage inflicted by grab. That means it would do 6 damage. And for example, I have 7 and 8 armor on my tank, but my archer only has 4 and 3 armor. So 6 damage is basically the archer should never get hit by this grab.
That's terrifying. Yeah, a well-placed grab and then archer falls. That's scary. So that's merciless, vicious. Next, we talked about Giga Claws. He's also indomitable. This just means that whenever the monster attacks or his attacks stands at the end of the attack. So he's never going to be knocked down for long. Knocking down is very powerful. It cancels all the reactions, but this just means that he stands up at the end of the hit no matter what. So kind of unfortunate, but hey, we're here. We're here to fight. We're here to give you a good show. All right.
Is there anything at the end of that?
Nope. It just explains what it does. So that's that. I think that's everything. He also has +2 speed, +2 damage, which means he's going to be rolling 2 extra dice every time. And he's going to be dealing 2 more damage every time he attacks. So that won't affect grab, but it will affect other things that could potentially be affected there. Let me move this camera a little bit so we can get you in the screen. Robert, how's that? That's a little better. Cool.
So if he charges this guy, we want other guys to not be adjacent.
This is true. I like it. Decent setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Did I count that wrong?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine.
Where's the? This is 3, and then it goes diagonal like that. It's weird. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
He might be. He should be here.
Okay.
There you go.
And so that means there, right there.
Yeah. Perfect. Nice. Okay.
So now if he charges, that's good.
Oh, and he will charge.
Okay.
Cool thing about this is a lot of the time, we're going to get some choices, hopefully, with what he's hitting.
And so that's what he was. The support character has a lot of ways to help control the fight, and that is very, very important in this game.
It's my job. It's what I do. So the last thing that we have to do is we have our Song of the Brave, which is going to give we get to remove one of our negative status tokens. So we lose our -1 evasion, our -1 accuracy we got on our way over here.
Nice.
I guess there is one more thing we got to do. We got to put out the terrain.
Okay, so we want this forward or back? Maybe forward. Maybe back.
Yeah, because you're going to back up, right?
And then where can we? How far away do we have to put this?
The grass needs to be 4 away from all other grass. That works. Get it in its back. So there are blind spots on these characters, and generally it's going to be right behind the lion. So this will give us a chance to have somebody attack from the front and from the back and still be in kind of a safe range.
So grass is pretty awesome. It gives you +2 evasion.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of characters have maybe 1 to 2 evasion, which means when the monster rolls, you get to subtract the evasion from the roll. And so if it's a D10, it's basically 10% per point. But my tank has 5 evasion. And then with this, it has 2 more, so it's 7. So 70% less chance to get hit, which is really powerful.
Which is awesome. So right off the bat, our tank is really hard to hit. And then he's got so much armor that if he does get hit, we can just really ignore it a lot of the time.
And then he has this awesome combo for the Phoenix Helm that when he's insane, he negates the first time he gets hit. So, and he's, because of Abyssal Sadist, he's almost always insane. So
it's extremely strong.
Yeah. We're doing good. All right.
Cool. So then we have an ore vein that we have to put. It's got to be 6 spaces away from all the other terrain. So I'm just going to put it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is if we're in the mood, we can go and harvest the ore. But we are really at a point right now where we don't really need it. So we're probably going to focus.
Let's focus on getting him whittled down. And then if we feel like we want to run off and grab it, let's do that.
I agree. Then we have these acanthus plants. They have to be 6 spaces away from others. So I'm just going to put them near the grass. 5. We'll put it.
They can be next to grass.
They can be next to anything but themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll put it here and here. Okay. Sweet. So we are ready to begin the fight. Now the fight starts with the creature. So we're going to go ahead and reveal its AI card. So we already know what it's going to be. It's going to be Smart Cat because that's what we started with. So let's see if we can. Can you reach that? Okay. My arm's not.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
So Smart Cat's effect here. You see that all right?
Just read it.
Sure, we'll just read out loud for you. We reveal the top 10 cards of the AI deck one at a time. We put the first 2 moods in play. So he is enraged. Oh, my harp. And then he is alert.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's all that happens. And then we archive Smart Cat.
So enraged. When this comes in play, draw AI.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Can we do that?
Yep.
Okay. While enraged is in play, White Lion gains +1 damage per monster level. Wow.
Scary. So all of his attacks deal +3 damage.
Yep.
And if somebody either is killed or dismembered, which means they lose a body part, it specifically says dismembered, then we'll discard enraged. But for now, he just has +3 strength everything. All right. And we're also going to draw one of these cards. So this will happen before alert will happen.
This was next, right? Didn't you draw this because of it?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think they come into play at the same. Let me read Smart Cat.
Yeah.
One at a time. Oh, you're right. You're right. So alert will get played. So we actually are going to have a second mood played from that effect.
Okay. So enraged drew alert. When a survivor moves into a space within the zone of death, they stop their movement and gain priority target.
And that's within 4 of the creature.
Okay.
Diagonally and orthogonally.
1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you move into it, and then discard it. And does that basic action then cancel the priority target?
So they gain the priority target token, and then they perform basic action, so they will attack the person who basically moved in there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll have to remember that. We want the tank to get that.
Okay.
And then does that say here? Does that say draw here?
No, but we still need to resolve the other mood because we have to get one more mood.
That's crazy.
So we also have Terrifying Roar, Bat Around, Lick Wounds, Power Swat, Grasp, Maul, Vanish, Grasp. We need one. Oh, top 10. You're right.
Yeah. So we're done.
Yes, we're good. We're
Okay.
good. So that's 9 total cards. Then shuffle the deck. So these come back in. Okay, so we revealed 2 moods. Things are fine. So that was its turn, which is actually pretty great.
So that's all it does?
That's it.
Okay.
So at the end of its turn, it extends its claws. Nobody is near it. So now it actually goes to our turn, which is super nice. Let me see if I can... It's too bright in here. A lot of glare coming off this stuff. Is that helpful? Maybe if I just close that up.
Yeah. It's probably
Better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
all right. So
So
now
that's up to us. I think I will start with my support character first. Yep. So the first thing I do is I activate using the act. So each of our characters get 1 move and 1 ability. And my support is going to use the Cat Eye Circlet.
And we get to choose what order we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so
very freeform.
Yeah.
So generally, she likes to go first so that we can see what's going on. So I have revealed 3 cards, and these are basically what our potential hits are.
So one of the deceptively powerful card is this Cat Eye Circlet right here. It lets you look at the top 3 hit locations, and
so these are basically where we're going to be hitting the beast. So on his brow, his chest, and his back. But this allows us to plan for who's actually going to attack. So these only trigger if you fail, and this one triggers if you wound. So with the failures, we're probably going to have our archer take those out. And this last one is wound. It's going to suffer a brain damage and attack. Oh, it's going to target the attacker. So if we wound. Now, once again, if you crit, you ignore those reactions. So hopefully we can... Oh, can you guys see that all right? I'm not sure if that's too blurry. But with that being said, what do you think? What should we put on top?
okay.
These are just failure, and they are going to full move in a straight line if you fail. So the Giga Lion moves...
And that's collision triggers grab, right?
Yes, and they move 10 spaces, so...
Why 10?
It's got 10 movement.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
So it'll
so
trample you if you miss.
basically we can do the archer if it does fail, which you fail, or maybe we should do that guy because that guy
I think
can't
so.
fail.
That's true. That's true.
Right, 4 strength plus.
It could fail on a 1.
Okay, 1's always fail.
Just on this weapon. It's got the early iron.
Does it say fail?
Yeah, cancel
Or
it.
cancel hits. That's not.
Oh, you're right.
Fail, right.
Ooh, it's powerful.
Okay.
We're planning on what is the best course of action because this thing will essentially kill you if it runs into you.
Right.
Very
The other thing
very
is we
pokey.
can just have this guy dash away.
That's true. I like it. I think we go with it because this is only in failure, right? And our archer's pretty consistent. He does have -1 luck because of the lion, though.
Yeah.
But you're also strong, yes? So this thing has a toughness of 16, which means we have to roll these.
So this is the only one that's concerned.
This is the scary one, yes. Yeah. So I could also send in my spear guy, hit this one.
That seems wise.
I think that's good.
Okay.
But this one is bad. We need to crit this one, right? This one's just bad in general. If you wound it, it attacks you.
Yeah.
I say go with the bowmaster. And how far are you away? You're 6 away, right? So you could dash away 5 movement. Oh, but you're attacking.
Yeah. I'd have to move.
Okay.
and
So
then use my
I think you're right. I'm gonna go in with the lantern glaive guy. He is very strong, so I think he'll be okay.
Can we? Oh, but
If you crit, it's -1 accuracy.
So the safest play is to move away. What's my range? +3. Range 9.
It can only do 9. It'll still be able to get you. It's
But I can
exactly
dash.
10.
No,
You can't dash on your attack.
You can't.
If
dash.
you're the person attacking, you can't use your survival actions.
Oh my.
You're so focused on the attack that you can't do anything else.
So.
I think it's worth it. Risk it.
And it's a basic action. What is the basic action?
It's like run up and kill you, something like that. Yeah, closest it's you because you're primary
Right.
target. It's a speed for 2 accuracy,
Four.
hits on 1. It's got +2 on its
okay.
stats. Standard line stuff.
All right, I say the tank does the first one.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Good luck. And then we'll put the other 2 because they're very similar. Oh snap! He's going right in.
Should I? Does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
matters.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
All right. And so we put the other two below.
I am going to move my character 1. That's my my act on this character. So now it goes to Robert.
Farther away? Or? No. Okay.
I feel pretty safe here.
Okay. So
I'll go here. Here you go. 1, 2, 3.
Speed 2. So I roll 2 dice. So I hit once.
Nice. So we reveal the hit location we were looking for, the Beast Brow. So this is what a weapon looks like. They look something like this, and they have a little profile in the upper left corner. The first number is how many dice you actually roll when you attack something. The second number is your accuracy, which is the number you're trying to hit on those dice you just rolled. If you hit that number or better, then you use the bottom number as your damage. So that damage is what you're actually trying to hit. You have to hit over the monster's toughness. This monster has 16 toughness, and so with a weapon like the Lantern Glaive, Robert's going to need 12 or better. So you add the strength stat on your character sheet to your dice roll. And in this case, the Lantern Glaive gets 2 dice.
And so
your strength is 4.
What do we say? The crit dice is the...
Sure. We'll do the white die is the crit, or the off die.
Yeah.
So each character has 1 die that's different. Okay. Crit. So good.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
So I did crit. So the reason, normally you just roll 1 die, but Lantern Glaive has an ability that you can roll 2 dice, and you got to designate 1 to be the crit die, and then you add the additional strength into the second dice. So I got a crit with which minus 1 luck.
Oh, no crit.
No crit.
Oh, bummer.
So you can't crit unless you have luck on the character. Okay.
That sucks.
So
you're totally right. Yep. So 13. That's enough to damage.
Yeah.
So 17 damage.
So I wound.
So he wounds, but that is going to trigger the effect of Beast Brow. If it wounds, it snarls at you. You hit him right in his eyebrow. Attacker suffers 1 brain damage, and he swats at you. Perform basic action, target the attacker. So now we determine who the monster controller is. So should have done this earlier.
Am I doomed or anything?
You're always doomed when you're attacked on monsters. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So blue was the monster controller. So that means that pink will be the monster controller now. Because oh no, you're still monster controller. Yeah, okay. So when you are the monster controller, you actually get extra insanity when you attack yourself, which is pretty funny. So it actually ended up that Robert is actually attacking himself on this one. So he is going to roll 4 dice, because that's the speed of the White Lion. And we're going to do the White Lion's basic attack. So on the back of the stat card for the Giga Lion, he's got his basic attack profile. So this one is going to have him move and then swat this guy. So he's going to come in, and he's going to attack. So he's got 4 speed, and he hits on 2s. But because of the crazy accuracy, Robert's going to have a good time with this.
So this is kind of the whole reason we chose to attack the tank, because we knew if we wounded, we'd get attacked back.
What's your evasion total?
So my total evasion is 5, 6, 7. So what is his accuracy?
His accuracy is 2. So that means he only hits on 9s and 10s, which is extremely good because Robert rolled like 3 8s. So that's great.
Okay, so no hits.
Awesome. Sick. So life is good. He totally whiffed it. That's awesome. Okay, so this is not the end of a monster's turn, so it will not extend its claws. So we're doing pretty good.
Okay, and I will now do the archer.
Do you want to surge for free with your?
I can do it later, right?
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
I'm still seeing glare on this. Do you see? Will this help with glare? Can you see better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to make it a better viewing experience.
Okay, so now I'm going to use the Vespertine bow, which is pretty overpowered. It's now not totally overpowered, but you can get it early on where it's totally crazy, and that's what we kind of did. But you can shoot it. It has 3 speed, and so I only got 1 hit. But with bow mastery, I can reroll misses, and I got 2 hits, which is kind of what we wanted.
That's perfect, because we only know the knowledge of the second 2 cards here. So don't miss, and blue will survive. Which one do you want to hit first, his back or his chest?
What's the better crit?
The 1 crit gives a -1 accuracy token on the back. The other one is going to give us a chance to hit him in his heart, which could give us a instant kill on a 10, which is crazy.
Let's do the left one first. And it is not a crit.
Oh, no.
Let's see if it's a failure. So
you need to get 16 toughness.
No.
I don't think you got it. So this is a failure here. So
okay.
our Giga Lion is going to charge forward 10 spaces.
So before that, I'm going to dash with this guy.
So he's using that survival action.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, can't be adjacent, right? No.
5.
Do I just want to be there? Maybe I just want to be here.
I think that's fine, because you can always go in the back. And then this thing will charge forward, and it just ends here. Which is fine, because no one's there, and hey, it's still in range for another bow. So go for it. The second chance. This is right in his chest.
So I did crit.
Nice. Barely, yes.
Yes,
That was
the-
just your crit range.
Right,
So we
exactly.
wound the monster, and then we are going to see what happens. You strike at the white lion's stout heart. You gain a random white lion resource. So each creature has this really cool resource deck here. This is all these gold cards. And in the gold cards here, we're just going to pull one. So Robert has found his hand. When you gain this, a random survivor gains +1 insanity. That must have been a wicked shot. It went right through his chest into his hand. I have 11.
Yeah, it's the lowest.
Okay. That's really funny that 11 is our lowest on this. Did you get your insanity from Sadist?
I did not on this guy. So is that for each attack?
The first hit.
First
The first wound or first hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, okay.
And now you roll a d10, and if the result is a 10, the white lion dies instantly.
Oh my god.
Potentially, you could graze its heart, which would be pretty anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a 1. Okay. All right. We're going to be flying for a little bit longer. Cool. So that's that.
So do you want to
I
search?
forgot to get this. It was supposed to attack you.
Let's do it.
Well,
so
well,
basic action.
Mm-hmm.
So when I moved,
So it should have attacked blue.
Yeah.
So you should actually be like this.
Well, so I should have been here. Oops, that's.
I have not moved yet.
Yeah. So I should have been here.
Yes.
Okay. That's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we can do.
This is live television, folks.
Yeah. So let's just do the basic action and then.
So this affects your other one though, because now when you attack, it does stop your movement. So now when you attack, you got the result that was, hey, it's going to attack you back.
Right.
And then you're not in the grass anymore. So you would take 2 wounds from that attack.
Okay. So
I say we just do one more attack here at base. So
Mhm.
5s.
let's also surge and block.
Okay. Okay.
So let's just do surge block and that cancels those 2 attacks. Now I don't have any more blocks.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Is that fair?
So spend your thing, but he is going to get 1 more attack at full value. Okay. So that's the plan. So quick little retcon here. So Robert has the ability to surge and put up a shield. So he's going to put those up. That'll block those 2 hits from the initial attack. But he is going to have to take a second attack here with 4 dice with his base evasion. So that means that the lion is going to be hitting on 6s instead of 8s.
Okay.
So we roll 4 dice, get an insanity because he is attacking him again.
So 2 hits?
2 hits. So you're going to take 6 damage to 2 locations.
Okay.
So you are ignoring the first one, right? Because of your placard, Phoenix placard?
Yes, and I'll dodge the second one.
Okay, awesome. Well, you cannot dodge because you're attacking.
Is the...
Oh, no, that is not an attack. I'm sorry. This
Yeah.
is from alert. Actually, this second one would be from an attack.
Okay.
So you'll take 1 damage, 1 attack for 6 damage. And we do discard alert, though, which is nice. So that's no longer on board. So you're taking 1 attack for 6 damage.
Okay.
You're going to be fine. Kink in the plan. That's okay.
Okay, that's head.
Oh, God. You got whacked in the head. Right in the face. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
And
all
we
of
did
that.
the move
Yes,
aside.
the move there. He runs forward as far as he can. Okay. So that's where we're at. And now you missed on the damage. Back to us.
Okay.
Whew.
I'll move there.
All right. We are in the clear.
Okay.
So that's everything for blue and red. Does red want to move?
So you discard that mood?
Yep, it's gone now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'll move a little bit away.
Okay. I'm going to use my surge effect on Flare. So that's going to put her down to 7. Because remember, you can always use survival actions out of turn. And I'm going to look at the top 3 cards.
Rawhide.
Again. Do you want a rawhide?
You roll for rawhide. So
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
the rawhide set is an early on set, and it is very powerful because half the time you use your survival action, it's free.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect. So the cool thing about this game is you're kind of building different, armor sets to get specific effects, and it's really cool. It kind of forces you into specific paths if you want to get this ability. But a lot of the times they're going to be really powerful and really fun. And one of the best ones is actually in the initial couple of scenarios. It's so good. So here is the rawhide armor here, +1 to everything, and some extra survival every time.
So when you get the 5th piece of rawhide, you get both those bonuses. And since you've probably seen so far, survival actions are really powerful. Half the time, not spending survival, that can really add up. Mm-hmm. You can do a lot more survival actions. Okay.
All right. So we have, I think this is Wilbur, right? Yeah, Wilfred. So Wilfred, he says, my apologies, Side Games. It's 1 a.m. here and I got work tomorrow. Look forward to the next slide. Thanks for the information and just how the game works. Thanks again, Side Games. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you found this useful. You could definitely come join the rest of the stream later. Once again, we love having people watch us, and we're just having a good time. So, yeah. See ya. Thanks again so much.
Okay.
All right. So I failed the see if it was free, and I'm looking at the top again. So we got his fuzzy groin. We can hit him in the balls. Uh-oh. We got his ribs and his paw. So the ribs will allow us to get some extra survival. If we fail on the paw, then we are going to have to perform basic action, target the attacker. So we don't want to fail the beast paw.
We do not want to have the archer crit on that.
Okay. So let's go ahead and put the fuzzy groin and the beast paw on top, and I'll have green. So I have a...
Do you want green to be the...
Yeah, she's not bad. She's got 8 armor and everything. So
you probably won't crit, right?
Probably not. I don't think I can crit because I don't have any luck.
You don't have any luck. Okay. Perfect.
So this is perfect. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these on top. So we're going to go hunting for a groin.
So do we want Archer just do a single attack, probably?
Afterwards? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. So I'm going to have green charge for her act. 1, 2, 3. I'll back up a little bit here. And then I'm going to go in with the lantern glaive. So I roll my 2 dice. I hit on 6s, but I have 3 accuracy. So I hit on 3s, which is kind of nuts. 2 hits, so 5 and an 8. We roll
3 accuracy.
Real good.
Yeah.
I opened my 3rd eye.
Yep.
So right in the groin first. My off color is my crit die. I got a 6 and a 10. So that is a wound, but no crit. Because once again, I can't get a crit because of the additional luck that this character has. And then I'm going again on the beast's paw. Hopefully I don't fail this one. 2 and a 2. It says 4, 8, 12. That is not enough. That's 16. So I have 13 to 16, which is pretty unfortunate, actually. I do get my Abyssal Sadist, so I'm at 25. But I actually missed, so this is a failure. So he's going to be pissed. He's going to perform basic action, target the attacker. He gets +2 damage. This attack is hitting for +4 damage.
And you can't block
+7 damage because of enraged. Good thing I have my Phoenix placard here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I can't really stop it. Go and roll it up. It's got 4 dice.
Oh, no.
It's hitting on 2s. My evasion is 2, so it hits on 4s for 8 damage apiece. Ow! Ah! Ah! I've been hit 4 times for 8 damage. So I get to ignore the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And you can't dodge, you cannot search, block, or anything.
Nope. I am taking this. So this is not good. So roll them up.
Okay.
I get to ignore one of them. I will ignore one of my feet hits. So I take 8 damage to my foot, my head, and my body. Good thing I have 8 armor on each of those. Wow. My foot, my body, and my head. So I have no armor anymore. He cleaned me clear off. Oh my god.
You got armor in your arms.
Arms in my waist.
Okay.
It's the new Summer Spectacular here. Watch out. So that was awful.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Robert.
Okay.
I can surge and attack again, shall
I? Probably not.
Okay.
So
I am going to surge and block. Yep, that's going to happen.
Does it reset on his turn?
It resets the start of the monster turn.
Okay.
So I am going to surge, so I'll spend my survival and put up my shield, so I ignore my next 2 hits.
So, if you'd done that before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But, we didn't anticipate that.
All right. Okay, so we've got one more good hit location, right?
Yep, you're good if you want.
The Vespertine Bow has an ability that you can make it slow, which means you only attack once. And since we only know what the top one is, I'm going to use that ability. gets additional accuracy too. So I hit.
And we have found the beast's ribs. Good luck.
All right. 1, and I crit.
Crit on a 1 or 7?
7.
Nice. So we damage him like normal. And then critical wound. The force of the blow on the ribs. Weaken it. It breaks the lion's ribs. The white lion gains -1 toughness token, which means every time we hit it now, we got to roll 1 less, which is great.
So that's 15.
Yep.
Okay.
15 toughness. Nice. Now, one thing I have not shown you yet are the creature's deck. So this is the hit location deck. This is the actual deck of cards that determines what the monster is going to be doing. Whenever we damage it, we actually remove one of these cards, which is a great system to track the health of the monster. If it ever heals, we just add the card back, which is pretty sweet. And so every time we weaken it, its options for its attacks get limited, which is cool. It's going to start being more repetitive the more time goes through.
All right, so we might have should have used headband, but it's too late for that now.
I can surge. Actually, that's
No,
not true.
You can't.
Hold on, me put our. How about there we go.
All right. Can we use it at the start of his turn?
We cannot. We can only use it during flows, and so that will be when it's already doing its stuff.
And
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. You already dashed, right? So it's not like you can get into range anyway. So that's why I put up a shield. We'll be okay. I can ignore the first 3 hits.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Yeah.
And I could potentially dash backwards to get that extra evasion. Right?
So I can surge, right? But I don't want to.
This is bad, man.
Okay.
Okay. So now we go to the monster's turn. So this time, Robert's still monster controller. So he'll reveal the card
So we now
and do what it says.
refresh. All right.
Yeah, we get all our survival actions back.
What's field of view?
Field of view is everything that is not its blind spot. So everything that's not right behind him.
All right. Pick target. Random threat in field of view. So that's everything.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay.
It's going to be boom, slippery is the target.
Yay!
Nice! That's our tank. Sweet. Heck yes.
All right. Intimidate target. Monster stares down its prey. Turn to face the target and roll a 1d10.
He looks right at Slippery's face and rolls a d10.
All right.
Good luck.
On result. Okay. 1d10. Who's monster controller? All right. So that's a 10 on a result of. So that was bad to roll high, but he suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down.
My person sees this. I'm going to have Flare yell, "Get up!" And she's going to throw herself. We're going to see if she gets her survival back. She does, because she did it altruistically. And luckily, Slippery gets to stand right back up.
Oops.
I yell, try to get him out of his stupor.
All right.
Slippery is safe once again.
Take brain damage. What was the main brain damage thing that we were afraid of? I don't see that. There's no.
Oh, whoops.
What?
This happens a lot in this game. There's so many cards that sometimes you're going to miss a couple things. This white lion has what's called golden eyes, and we didn't read what this card does.
Uh-oh.
So the first thing is, it gives the white lion +2 accuracy. So that's scary right off the bat. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. The next thing is +1 speed. So it's actually rolling extra dice. Yowza. And the last thing is, when a survivor attacks the monster, they suffer 3 brain damage unless they're in the blind spot.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay,
How
so
many times?
your
1,
archer
2,
should get -6
3,
brain, and my
4.
green should get -3.
Okay.
Welcome to SideGame LLC, Lord of Rules Mistakes. Oh my gosh. It's really funny because this game understands that you're going to make rules mistakes. And in the rules, there's like a card that can come up that says, for every time you've made a mistake in the game, something bad will happen. It's really funny. Stuff like that.
There's one that says for every time you've cheated, which I don't think we've cheated. We've just made mistakes. And
That's true.
There's a distinction.
That's true. Okay.
So
A survivor with 6+ understanding ignores the brain damage, but if you do, you suffer -4 accuracy if you do.
Okay.
So we haven't done that, so we just took in that brain damage. If a monster is killed with golden eyes in play, up to 2 survivors consume the eyes and get +1 permanent accuracy.
Ooh.
That is cool. So if we kill this thing, we can increase the accuracy of some characters.
Is this? Can you only fight this guy once, or what?
We can keep on harvesting these. Gross. We can harvest eyes.
Wow.
Nasty.
We'll
It's
see
a
if we
delicacy.
actually survive.
The caviar of the KDM world. Side Rules LLC. Ayo. There you go. Fatal paper cut. Yeah, that's why we don't do a lot of rules teach videos, which is really funny because part of the whole game, the side game service is we come and teach the games for you. So we generally have the rules down pat.
Yeah.
But, you know, I got my friend here, my dog's here, you all are here. So, you know, I'm so distracted.
All right. I knew there was a reason we wanted high brain armor.
Yes, that's
Okay.
fine.
So now, so he's attacking me.
Now, that being said, we probably should take some more damage, right?
From what?
Because it should have had 2 more accuracy and 1 more speed. So I have a feeling that I'm just going to roll for green to see if it would take an extra one.
No. Green, you got hit with everything.
But it would have 1 extra die, right?
Oh, okay. Roll.
So
Okay.
I rolled. Let's see what happens. The foot. Oh, God. I've done it. I've taken a foot damage. So what happens when you take feet damage, you have your little sheet here, right? And once you get down to a certain point, you're going to have to cross off these boxes. So when you cross them off, your character will eventually fall down if you hit the shaded one. And if you go anything past that, you get a severe injury. So the severe injury here, you roll on this table. Oh, goodness. So you have this giant table. It's going to have every body part, and they each have their own injury type. So for leg injury, let's see what happens to our friend Green, our friend Object. So for dismembered leg. Hey, that's a dismembered injury. No more +3 damage. That's great, actually. But they've lost the leg, so that kind of sucks.
It really sucks.
That really sucks, actually. So dismembered leg, which means that they're going to get -2 movement. Wow, that's really bad. Good thing I'm insane, so I get +2 movement, right? Oh, that's bad. -2 permanent movement, can no longer dash.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm dead. Oh no, this is catastrophic. Oh my gosh, Fatal Paper Gun. LO, I'd be nervous, Rec, trying to get the rules right for a live stream. It's okay. It's a game, right? We're here to have fun, so it's nothing too crazy. And as you see, we're gonna get mad punished here for getting those rules wrong.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is terrible. Injuries permanent, can be recorded once. If you have 2 dismembered legs, you must retire at the end of the next showdown, and I get a bleeding token.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that's not one that can be healed, right?
I think if you kill the hand or the butcher, like it heals, because it's got flesh on you, and you choose to heal it. And we're fighting the hand next. Okay, just saying.
Yeah.
Well, that really sucked. So then
So
I can't dash anymore.
Okay,
That's the terrible thing, really.
So you're gonna die.
Most likely. Oh, no, that's okay. It'll keep our hope stealer very strong for this one.
Yeah.
This is bad.
That's really bad. So you're gonna get hit by grab for sure.
Yeah. So it's gonna extend its claws. Do you want to use blue?
Well, it's doing the basic attack, right? Targeting me. Or
It just yelled at you, so now it's gonna do its grab.
okay, so I will dash.
Okay. This is actually terrible, and you'll see why.
Does it matter?
Nothing really matters anymore.
Okay. So I'll dash away. So the survival actions reset at the start of the monster's turn, so that's why I had the dash available again. I won't be able to dash on my turn, though. Okay.
All right. So the next thing that we do is vicious. The monster is going to extend its giant hooked claws. I can't move, so I'm stuck here. All adjacent survivors are targeted. Full move the white giggle lion away from all of the threats. So he's going to run that way with me in front of him. I've been grabbed, so I'm going to suffer 3 damage to a random hit location, and it doubles.
Double 6.
So I'm taking 6 to my feet, which is going to give me another traumatic leg injury. Ah! No! I'm being murdered! All right, roll it for me. I don't want to roll this one.
All right.
Help me.
6.
The 6. I have a torn Achilles tendon on my one good leg. No. All right, so this one says, my leg cannot bear my weight. Until the end of the showdown, whenever I suffer a light, heavy, or severe injury, I'm also knocked down.
That's not that bad.
That's not bad at all. And then I skip the next hunt. I probably won't be going on any other hunts, so that's probably fine.
So I move.
And then I get a bleeding token.
10 away, right?
Yes, he's going to move 10 forward.
1, 2, 3, 4,
This
5,
is
6,
is terrible.
7, 8, 9, 10. Just turn around or what?
He stays forward. He just ran, and I'm
Okay.
I'm knocked down in front of him.
All right.
Oh God, what have I done? So that's that, and every time I suffer grab, I roll a die. On a 9+, I get skewered and take another bleeding token. So I'm fine here. And that's it. That's all.
That's it.
That's all. That's fine.
Our turn?
Back to us.
All right.
Well, how about them apples?
So we stand up, right?
Yes. I do not. It's the end of the next monster's turn. So since I got knocked down on a monster's turn,
What
it's
about,
the next monster's turn. You have to encourage me.
Fist and Tooth or whatever?
Oh, you're right. I'm
Shield-
sorry.
shield spec-
So Robert's totally correct. So we, earlier in our playthrough, we got the Fist and Tooth proficiency, which just means that at the end of every monster's turn, we basically get to
Every
stand
turn.
up. Every turn.
Yeah.
So it's super good. So I actually do get to stand up here. Do I punch him and then run, or do I just run? I still have 5 movement.
So we should cat eye probably.
Probably.
Or do we want to just say you're screwed?
I'm dead. Like, I don't think it's worth protecting me
Yeah.
because I literally can't run away.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could live if he just, leaves.
Yeah.
Because if we keep making blue the priority, do we care about him? He's got a reroll. That's actually important. So every time we have a person born in the settlement, they come with a reroll, and you can pretty much use that on anything, which is really powerful. So we might keep this guy alive just for that one reroll. Thank you for letting us know, David. It's very difficult to see the details of the board. Thank you for letting us know. So let's see if, because of how they blend and the glare. So let's see if I can reduce said glare. How's that look?
A little better.
David, how's that look? Any better?
Okay, so it's our turn. We're deciding whether or not we want a cat eye circlet, right?
Yep.
Um,
I think it's fine because we want to get those crits with the archer for sure, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I use the act, looking at the hit locations. Speak of the devil, there's the trap. So in the hit location deck, there is a trap here, and you have all of these terrible things that can happen. In this case, it's going to attack, which normally wouldn't be bad, but with this much speed and this much damage, it's pretty bad. Thanks, David. I appreciate the feedback. And once again, this is a kind of a makeshift setup, but still trying to kind of show off the content and whatnot. Would it be more helpful if maybe we were closer to the board? But I think you'd lose some of the other things. So let's see if I can adjust that. Or is it still too glary?
I think we'll just have to read the stuff.
Probably. I think that's what's going to happen.
Now you can't see all the characters or whatever.
You're not wrong there.
Okay, so clever ploy. Attacker's doomed, but we can put up block ahead of time, right?
That's true. Alternatively, we could also use my basically dead spear guy to try to get the free shuffle with the spear.
Right, but Tank all says I wouldn't be able to reach though.
Not worth.
Yeah.
To save yourself.
So what are these other two? So the other two that we're looking at are Beast Flank, Wound. Cat hates this. Attacker gains priority target token. So definitely need to crit that one. Although I can't hit. I don't think my strength is 5, 11,
And it's got 15 toughness.
15.
So you could, but very rare.
So
No, it wouldn't
4
matter.
So 4 actually hits. So I have 11 plus 4 is 15, right? That's enough. Do you have to be okay? So there's one.
We're
die.
calculating
Yeah.
if it's even possible for Robert to hit without even critting.
Without critting. And then we've got Beast Temple, failure, perform basic action, target the attacker, so that sucks.
This is just not good news. This thing is very strong, like 7 damages. That's 8 damage attacks are significant.
Yeah.
It did lose the +3 because it did cut off the leg, which is hilarious. But
So crit wound, persistent injury, roll 1d10, discard. Oh,
that's
nice.
a very good one.
So I think we
Spring the trap.
I think we do the archer on these two and just hope we
Don't miss on
fail.
one of them. Are you gonna do it like
Hope we
slowly
crit twice.
or
No?
you're gonna machine gun it?
Yeah, I hope I miss.
All right, good luck. All right, so
What
we've.
if I accuracy?
I'm gonna move her here. I'm gonna go back there
Okay.
because she is strong. She's got the Hope Stealer. The thing is 16 strength. That's
You
too
should move
good.
all. You should move full move.
6 movement. Watch out, world. She's gonna come in with the spear, with the fork. Spear? Hope stealer? That's a terrifying weapon. All right, go ahead, machine gunner. Get him.
Should I do that?
I think that's fine. It's either you do that or I hit with the spear and try to. Yeah, I could even surge. That's what I'm good for.
So there's.
I could also surge block attack.
Okay, we'll just go for it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
You'll see the collapse of our settlement on this video if you're lucky. 3 hits.
Sure.
Do you want to? I'll use my lifetime reroll.
But there's only
Reroll one of them.
So do I can't surge or anything.
No. Reroll one of them. I'm using it. We gotta save him. He can only hit 2. Go for it.
But it's only.
It's either you die, right? Like you're gonna get murdered, and we're gonna lose the mask. Reroll one of them. I think it's worth it. Ah! I'm out of rerolls. How about you?
This is a bad idea. Who?
Slippery has used this reroll as well.
Did I not mark on here? Where's the reroll?
I have it marked on the settlement
Okay.
sheet. You're good.
What about Shooter Junior?
Shooter Junior has used the reroll. So this is it. You're about to see crazy bad stuff.
Yep.
So we hit the trap. So the trap says you are caught in the White Lion's ruse. You were savage him off. He tricked you. You're doomed, which means no survival can be used, and you are going to be attacked. So he's going to come after you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks at you here, and he is going to swing. So you are the monster controller, so you get insanity. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then these will get shuffled back into that hit location.
Does the golden eyes trigger for a wound?
When you attack the monster, so you will suffer the 3 damage for.
Right.
Okay, it's got +3 speed, so it's hitting with 5 dice, and it hits on 0s right now. So what's your evasion?
1.
So it hits on 1s, so it can't miss. So it hits you 5 times.
Okay.
Good God! And it hits 5 times for 3 damage each. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it is.
5 times for 3 damage, and you ignore your first severe injury. You'll be fine.
Okay. Here we go.
Here, you need an extra one of these. You're safe. You did it. Wow.
2 body though.
That's fine. Because you get to ignore the first severe injury.
Okay, so I got to roll.
So you get knocked down, but you don't have to roll, which is nice.
What do you mean?
Try to campus. We'll stop it.
When you suffer a severe injury, ignore it.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I got to suffer the severe injury.
You just ignore it. So you just nothing happens. Instead of suffering it, you get rid of the campus. So he survived. He's done it. So he took all the damage to every possible body part. He got 3 to the head, 3 to the arm, 6 to the body, 3 to the waist, everything but the foot. But he had an item here, the dried acanthus, and that's going to prevent him from actually taking the additional damage.
So I fill these 2 in.
Yep, so you'll get knocked down.
Okay.
But now we've shuffled the hit location deck. So tell me when, Robert.
Okay.
Okay. So we stop it. So hopefully we don't see the trap again. Do you want me to call you back up? I'm going to yell with a jet. Go ahead and stand back up. So you can get out of there. Okay. Or you can even shoot again if you want, if you're feeling risky. I'm going to surge and look at the hit locations. Now let's see if it's free. It is free. And we have found... We found 3 more hit locations here. We have a scapular deltoid if you failed that stuff. Heal, which doesn't do anything bad. And the beast's ear, which makes him jump back. So these are both really good for you. I think this is fine.
So I can still move, right?
You already moved, so you could dash if you wanted to. But you can do your surge attack. They're all safe. There's one that's bad, the failure. One will charge forward.
Right.
And grab
is
you.
there a flow in there to dash?
You can never dash when you're attacking.
So I guess I want to dash now.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, that way it's a guaranteed
This
safety.
one.
You can dash with him, though.
Yeah.
You've already dashed with him.
Oh, I've already dashed.
I think you're fine. I don't think you'll miss. As we've seen, we've taken a lot of risks.
right, so I'm going to use my dash.
It's like Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
It's free. Is it 5 plus? Or
6 plus.
Okay.
It's not free.
So it's 40%?
Yeah, 50%. 6 plus is 50.
6. Okay, it is. Yeah. 7. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like that plan. Jump in the grass.
I can't make it.
He's too short. He's one. You know, one,
Okay.
1, 2, 1 too slow. What's the plan?
I
I say do it. Do machine gun again. They're safe.
All right. No, he's not safe.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. You don't even have to worry about it. Look at that. You're fine. That was the best result.
All right. So
Which one
is
you wanna
there
do?
one?
This one has no negatives, and this one is you fail, he jumps 1 back. So nothing bad will happen.
1 back.
Yep, 1 back without turning away.
Okay. So left one is not a crit.
But it's a wound.
It's a wound.
Nice. So that's 1 damage, and you didn't fail, so ignore the responses.
Okay.
And now right in his heel, you clip the tensed muscles of the heel.
It is.
A failure. Right? 3 is failure.
Yeah. So my strength is 6, 5. Do I have +1 token?
Yes, you do.
Okay, 6, 12, 3 is 16.
That's enough. So that is a wound. Well done. So that will deal another damage to our enemy here.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right. So now we know that he's going to dash. Do you want to send blue?
Well, we know he's going to dash.
If we fail.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we could have moved him out of the way. So we didn't do the rawhide again. This is the problem.
you have. Oh, you dashed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we'll be safe if we just send you forward.
Could be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I should attack, right?
If you attack, it'll charge you. If you fail.
Yeah.
But you won't fail, right? You're super strong,
Nah.
but you could fail. I say
Uh,
you get out of the way, but also be in like facing, and then let green maybe hit in blind spot, because then it'll charge forward. So you could even jump in the grass. What do you think about harvesting acanthus? That might be actually sure enough.
I don't want to be. I want to be able to be tapped. So just go
You could
back.
jump in here, because it'll charge 10 to go here.
And well, if he picks me, he'll be able to not.
Correct.
Slide.
You'll be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
That's actually super good, because he'll charge all the way here if he attacks, if he goes forward.
Okay. I will pick the acanthus.
Nice. Roll d10. 4. You find nothing.
Okay.
Bummer.
Did you say archive?
There's a long shot. Yes, it does.
Okay. And I'll surge block, I guess.
Okay.
I don't roll.
So he has set up his block. He is ready to intercept the attack. So if things go poorly, which most of the time they do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I have extra accuracy here, so I hit on 2s, which is really awesome.
Just +1.
So I have +3 here, and then +1 for the blind spot. Hit on 2s. That is 2 hits. Right in his flank and his scapular deltoid. So let's do scapular deltoid first, because if he does run, otherwise I become priority target. I could upset him. So pink is my crit die. So that is 8. That is 13. That is enough to hit. Plus the 4, so it's 17. So it's a wound. Nothing bad happens. And then his beast flank. Hopefully I missed this one.
You're not gonna.
I missed.
What?
1.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So nothing bad happens.
Wow.
There you go. That worked out.
Yeah. Early iron.
Early iron saves the day.
Nice.
Okay, so I get my Abyssal Sadist. So I go back up to 7, and I go back up to 8, actually, because I gained an Insanity because of my Peerless ability. 22 Brain Armor, and I lose 3 for attacking, so that puts me at 19. I think I'm going to attack again.
Okay. Why? Well, we don't know the deck.
We want him to charge, though. Like, that's
That card's gone.
true. Could be on top, though. There are many of them.
Yeah.
Not worth it?
Yeah, not worth it.
Okay. So not worth it. Robert is much more cautious than I. He's generally correct. So, like, if we're being honest, like, I usually make really bad plays, and Robert usually corrects me. That's why we've done so well this playthrough.
Yeah. This game does not reward risk taking. I mean,
it's extremely true.
both of the times we got slaughtered where we've taken like a 10 or 20% risk, and we rolled the 10 or 20%, and we
lost a leg.
Yeah, we lost a leg, and this
now
guy
Robert's naked.
Yeah, got all the and the protection from the dried campus is gone. So it's
Not the best situation to be in. So
okay. So and the other thing we should be doing is using the rawhide headband. We have 2 characters with it, and it tells us we get to pick the next attack out of the top 2, and we have.
So it's something we could plan for.
Yeah. So I think we're done.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So that's we refresh all our stuff here. Do you want to dash or anything with bow user? Oh, you already did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then monster controller goes to flare over here, brown, and we'll see what happens. Vicious claw. Okay, this is we couldn't really have planned for this one. Random target in range.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's in range. 3, 6, 9. Yep, everybody's in range. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes!
The tank.
Our tank! So
7, 2.
it's going to collide, I think, actually.
With what?
Because it'll go.
That's what I asked you, and you said it was fine.
1, 2, 3. It was when it was just dashing forward. Because it was
No, I asked for movement there.
You
So
can
I'll
go here
just-
then.
No, I'll just.
Oh, okay, you're fine then. Mm-hmm.
I'll just go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Okay, my bad. I thought you meant if it went straight in the straight line for dashing.
No, yeah,
That's what I was
asked
worried
if it would collide.
Gotcha. You're good. No worries. Okay, it has found you, and now it's going to attack you. So it has 5 speed. So 5 dice here. Oh my gosh. 5 speed, hits on 0s. What's your evasion?
6, I think.
That's me.
Do I have a token? No, it's just 5.
5. So it hits on 5s. And if it damages you, you bleed 1. So it has hits 4 times for 3 damage each.
Okay, I
You
will
ignore the first 3.
3, and then I'll dodge the.
That's so strong. So he has ignored every single bit of that damage. That is why our tank's amazing. Now, seeing as how bloodied we are, we're going to probably have to play by
What
the
accuracy is that?
0, because it's got the +2 here.
Okay.
Scary. Terrifying. So we need to
Awesome.
consistently let him attack you. And now he extends his claws.
I will dash.
That's cool. You can still hit from the shade. Cool. So nothing bad happens. It is now back to us. Whew. Okay. So let's go ahead and use the rawhide. Or the cat eye circlet. Sorry. I will not surge and look again. Like Robert said, we got to play by the book on this one. Otherwise, we are going to die. So we have 3. That's really funny because all of these are the charge forward.
All right, that's not bad.
That's pretty good because he's not going to hit anybody. So these are all the same, basically. If you fail, the monster is going to charge forward if he misses.
And but suffer. Okay, no, if
Yeah,
he
only
doesn't
if
grab.
it passes over you, you
Okay.
suffer grabs. This is actually extremely good. These are all really safe.
All right, what does order matter?
-1 accuracy. This one is the heart again, so you could potentially auto kill.
Uh-huh.
And this one is extra insanity.
But no resources.
Yeah.
Okay, so left or right? Oh, okay.
You got to hit first. So
Yeah.
these are all safe. We're going to put them on top. I'm going to put the one that's the auto kill on the top.
Okay. I will re-roll these 2 misses, and I got 2.
Yep. Okay. So here are our hits here, right in the chest and then the back. Which one are you going to hit first?
Left.
So in the beast's chest, shoot a junior, shoots, and really misses. So absolute failure. So he's going to charge forward. Nothing happens. Next.
What do I actually hit on? 6 plus.
You hit on 4s, I believe.
11.
No, 3s.
11, 12. So I hit on
3s.
3s. But -1, right?
16, so 3s.
Okay. I
Ooh,
crit.
crit. Nice. The white line gets -1 accuracy. That's actually really good.
Yep.
So he's back down to being a little bit weaker, which is super nice. Awesome. You hit him right in his back, and somehow that made him less accurate. Maybe it's strained. He's not feeling too good.
Okay. And I can hit him with this guy, right?
Yeah, you can.
The charge is, it's still charged forward, right?
Yes, still charge forward, so you're safe to hit. That's super good.
Okay.
One
hit
hit.
once.
Perfect. You're in the safe range. Right in his elbow.
Alright, so kick dice, dark.
6, 10, 14. Off by 1.
Are you serious?
Oh, no, you have this one.
Yeah.
Yes! So, woo. That's another wound. Nothing bad happens.
Gain survival.
Now, how do we want to proceed here? We have many ways that this could go. God, this guy's so useless now, the Objet. Garbage. This is what happens when you lose a leg. And he literally can't support his own leg, as you saw earlier. He's got that Achilles tendon that was ruptured. So this poor guy is just, he's struggling.
So 3, 14, 15. So this guy is -3.
Oh, yeah. We have to remember the golden eyes. Every time we attack, we lose 3 insanity, which is pretty cool when you're in like the 19s, but we're actually getting lowish. 10, 15 is significant. What's next? Who do we want to use the rawhide?
How much?
Or
how many hit points does he have left?
So he has 4. He's got about 10, 11 hit points left. So we still have a lot of time to go on this thing.
Okay, so if we do, so maybe I just rawhide with.
Shoot a junior.
Okay, but you want to use yours on the cat eye probably.
That's what I'm thinking. Because we can even
make it with that guy, right?
No, I can't dash anymore.
We might be done attacking.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with setting up for the next round.
So
you're in good range to be tank. It should be fine.
So it's unknown hit location deck, right?
Yes, unknown right now. So I think I'll surge and look at the cat eye, which will give us more flexibility next round. And if you want to surge and do your rawhide.
I could pick the Canthus or.
Oh, your rawhide's not
Oh
active.
yeah. Do the cat eye for next round.
Your rawhide's not active. You don't have any blue. So I need to do rawhide now. So I'm going to go ahead and surge to see if I can use rawhide.
See if it's free. Jeez.
I threw it across the universe, so that is... It is free! Nice! Where'd it go? I'm sorry you had to be in there. It rolled all the way into the bathroom. You okay? Should I wash it? That's gross. Oh, that's disgusting! Are you serious? I'm gonna wash it. I'm so skilled, it got into the little plumber tray. Thank you, Robert. So, quick break real quick. Get some water. Quick intermission. And Robert, you can pick between those two AI. Okay.
All right. Pick target closest set facing in range. All right, that's good. So we're trying to pick one that will target the tank. Second one is closest knockdown survivor in range, closest survivor in range. So both of them do the closest threat or closest survivor. So we get to choose between these two to attack the tank. One is 1 speed. They're both 1 speed. And then after damage, what's his speed at?
His speed is +3, so he'd be hitting for 5?
4.
Oh, 4 dice.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a
after
quality die right there. I washed this with dish soap and nothing came off. That is pretty good stuff. That means that it's not cheap paint or anything like that. I like it. What'd you find?
Wow, this is actually good since you don't have to dash away.
You have to
But
let
it's
it hit
extra
you once.
damage. Yeah. Grab, place it.
That's bad too.
So that's after damage. So
These are
that's
both after damage.
but that one's easier. But it's 1 more damage. So how much damage does he do?
Right now he's dealing +2 damage.
+2. So that's 4 versus 3. But this does grab. So this one's better.
Okay. All right, that's that.
And
I'm going to move with green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet plays. Actually, we're going to go here.
for charge.
Yeah, that way I can do my cool ability. I can run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then get a better attack because I reached.
Oh, right.
Sweet.
Okay. So
Monster controller goes to green. We know what it is already. Everybody gets their survival actions back. Power swat. Pick target. it is going to be Slippery here.
Mm-hmm. Closest threat, facing in range.
It's got 4 dice, and it hits on 1s. What's your evasion? You're in the grass now.
So, I'm before that. I'm going to surge block.
Okay.
So my evasion is 7.
Okay. So it hits on 7s, or hits on 1s, hits on 8s. Wow, that's so good. That is 1 hit.
Okay.
Your shield has blocked the hit, so nothing actually happens.
That's why we put it on the tank.
There you go. So that's that, and at the end, it extends its claws.
I will dash.
Nice. Spent your survival.
I should go up here, right?
Okay, that works. Cool. All right, life is good. I'm going to go ahead and use the act of my character. We're going to take a look at the top 3 hit locations. They are safe. We have one where I get some extra hide if we get a critical hit. That's the Ma here. Hey, Mom Gamer, thanks for joining us. We're in the middle of a playthrough of Kingdom Death Monster. So we have already gone through the hunt phase, and now we are currently fighting the Giga Lion here. So we are doing okay-ish. We had 2 people get brutalized, so hopefully
You've been doing
we'll be
this?
fine. I have, yes.
Okay, good.
So I have full survival right
Yeah.
now. Okay. But yes, we are trying our best. So it's now the survivors phase, and we are looking at some hit locations to see where we can hit. So we have the main, which would be very powerful for the bow user.
I haven't been doing this free surge.
Soft belly.
It's okay because I have burning focus.
That is true. And then beast tricep, failure, perform basic action, target the attacker.
Okay, so failure. So that one sucks.
So beast tricep is really the only bad one.
Okay.
Glorious mane and soft belly. Glorious mane you can't actually damage. So what would you like to
But you
do?
can still get the Sherming Insane +1 strength token. It's nice. So we probably want to do none of them charge, none of them.
The only bad one is the tricep. If we miss on the tricep, it's going to be a attack on whoever's attacking, really.
Okay. So let's do the machine gun this and choose not to do the third if we can. If we can't, then we.
I like it. Go ahead and spend your survival on the attack, or your insanity on the attack. We have this golden eyes feature here. Whenever we attack something, we have to lose insanity, which is like our brain resource. But we came in with like 20 each, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
2 hits.
Perfect.
Perfect. So we are hitting the glorious mane and the soft belly. So first we'll do glorious mane. Let's see if we can clip off its arms.
Nope.
That's okay because this one is literally just extra resources. Next is soft belly. A debilitating blow to the soft belly. That's a hit.
It's a hit.
Critical wound. Oh, not critical. Just a hit. You got him in the stomach. So he takes a wound, but that is all. Nice.
Okay. Now we probably want the tank to do
the damage, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to go in the grass for this, or do you want to stay where you're at? If you're in grass,
well, I
less
guess,
damage.
yeah. Okay, I'll do the.
Oh, dang. Right in front of his face. Good luck.
So I need to use my regular for block, and then I can surge free.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so I will do
So
that.
you free surge to attack,
Okay.
which gets you. Yeah.
So I activate block, now surge free to attack.
Okay.
2 hits.
2 hits. Wow, powerful. So we're going in. Robert has hits the beast tricep and the beast paw. Both of these say on failure, the attacker attacks you, and the second one is +2 damage. You want to do this one first, just because you're blocking them for free? Okay. What do you think?
Sure.
Up to you. It's your. That's what I'm thinking. Is you're
Yeah,
getting those
yeah.
2 free blocks.
Okay.
All right. Just don't fail.
So that's a hit.
Nice.
So what do I
9
actually get on?
plus 4 plus 4. Yeah, you got 17. You're good. You hit on 4, 8. You hit on a 6 or better? Yeah, 7 or better.
I think this temperates that. Right there.
Okay.
So 4, 8, and then it's 15.
Yes.
So 7 or better.
7 or better. So that's a hit. So we simply move our AI card over. Fantastic.
Wound.
And that one's that, which is awesome. So no super big damage. And
That's
another extremely good hit. So that's going to be 1 more wound. Heck yes.
The reason I'm rolling 2 dice is because my weapon has sharp, and you can add 1 die to it. So that's really powerful.
Super good. So we've got some very powerful weapons here. Awesome.
Okay.
So that
Yes.
was that. I do have my character. Should I just charge in?
So that was only a failure that I get attacked.
Correct. So you're
Okay.
good. You still have your block up for next round, which is really strong.
Okay, so this is a blind deck right now.
Blind deck, but I
Um,
think we want to control the AI deck.
Yes.
But this character does have a spear, so if we do hit the trap, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I say it's worth it. What do you think?
I don't know. How many hit points are left?
About, let's see there, 5, 8, 9 hit points left.
I still have my dash. It doesn't seem worth it.
It doesn't seem worth it. All right. I trust Robert. I'm going to put up my shield, and I'm going to run into... Actually, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the good play. We're going to pick up some acanthus plants. Let's see what I find. I found nothing. I've graded everything. All right, that's that.
Okay, so do the Surge Rawhide.
Yep. Surge Rawhide. Let's see if it's free. It's a free one.
Good job not throwing it in the toilet.
Thank you. I've practiced. I'm doing my job. All right, so he's either going to be Bloodthirsty, which is a mood card, and this one says when it comes into play, you draw another one. So we basically just play both. And when somebody takes damage, we put a blood token on this. If it has 3 or more, he gets a free attack. So probably not this one because it'll just play the other one anyway.
Is it? It doesn't wound technically.
That's true. That's true. We could put it on top because technically this won't do anything bad until like 3 turns.
What does it do? Whenever
a survivor takes damage for any reason, you put a blood token on it. When there are 3 or more, you remove them all, and then you perform basic action at the start of his turn. Do you think we can beat the clock?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's do it. With this, he'd have 7 left.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to put Bloodthirsty on the top, which is... All right, we do that. So we put Bloodthirsty on the top, and that means that... Or do we want to maneuver for this? Closer to start facing?
Right.
We're fine.
Yep.
So I'm going to have her move here.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to get that?
Sure. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm kind of busy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to clear the way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not enough. But
okay.
All right, that's good. So now the monster goes. It's going to go to Slippery here.
Okay.
So you get an insanity for targeting yourself.
Nice.
Everybody refreshes their actions.
Okay, so first draw, we drew Bloodthirsty, which means every time he wounds somebody, you put a counter on that, 3 wounds, and he does a free attack.
Whenever a survivor suffers damage. So just survivors.
Right, right. Yep. And so the reason we did that is because whenever you play a mood, it's taken out of the AI deck, which is basically a wound. And so we're banking on the fact that we don't actually won't trigger that. And then we drew the AI card because of Bloodthirsty, and it says pick target closest threat facing in range, which is already right there. It will do 2 speed, so 5 speed, 2 plus accuracy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so 2 plus accuracy plus my 5 is 7s. So he hit 3 times.
So you have 5 evasion, 7 evasion. He hits on 1, so hits on beats, which is really nice.
Right. So he hit 2 times. 2 times. But I block
with the shield.
2 attacks with the shield and 1 attack with the Phoenix Helm. And actually, it's the Phoenix Placard. So I take no damage.
Powerful. He extends his claws once again.
I will dash.
All right. Sweet. Now it's back to our turn. So we're going to go ahead and use my...
And actually, don't we want to do this because of the charge?
That is very true. So I'm going to go ahead and use my support character and take a look at the top 3 hit locations. We have found the trap once again. So he has his testicles, his gut, and the clever ploy, which is the trap. So those are our options here.
Okay. So this one, shoot the monster. Let's see. Since we're all on this side.
We're all kind of on this side, right? Let's bring it a little bit this way.
Oh no. This is the fuzzy groin.
Fuzzy groin.
This is all bad for the archer.
Just have you go for it. You
Yeah.
can't crit, so actually this is a good time for you to hit.
So fuzzy groin, if you crit, you basically get his balls, and he wants to attack that person for the rest of the fight. Yep. So we never want the archer to actually crit on this one, which archer's really good at critting, so we don't want the archer to attack into that.
Mm-hmm.
Fleshy gut failure, the white line swaps back, does a basic action. If you fail, which this guy doesn't fail very much, it kind of does. Crit. Oh, you get 3 insanity if you crit that. So maybe I'll do the single target on that.
Okay.
And then we have the fuzzy groin.
On the fleshy gut? If you miss, though, perform basic action, target the attacker.
Yeah.
I could kill you, too.
3. So I hit on...
I think the safest play is just hit with the tank, no?
Okay. I can buy that. But Do we want to have the tank go into clever ploy? So can I surge first and then I have the shield up for clever ploy? Does the shield work during?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the next time you're attacked.
You
so
just
you're
can't do it when
correct when he's actually in the middle of his attack.
So I'm almost thinking you. Wait, failure. So it's back. Will you fail?
No, I'm very strong.
Okay. So you can have you attack and then I'll go in for the clever ploy.
Okay, I like it. This sounds good because you could potentially negate it, right?
Right.
This is good. All right, so I'm going to send in green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going in for the hit here. So I'm hitting on 2s because I'm amazing. So that's 2. Ooh, perfect hits. And then let's see. We know what the cards are. Groin because I can't crit. Pink is my off color. 3 and 1, 4, 8, 13. I'm off by 2. I miss. That kind of sucked.
But it's not failure.
And then fleshy gut. This is the one with failure. Don't fail on this one, Mackenzie. 4, 6, 10, 14, 15. Woo! Just enough. Oh, man. So that's a damage. So nothing bad happened here. Now, our plan now is to have our friend, the tank here, trigger the trap.
Okay. So I'm going to move into the grass.
Okay.
And activate my shield. And
Okay.
then I'm going to surge.
Free surge with his
Free surge
newfound
attack.
strength ability. Good luck.
Okay.
He rolls it up.
So I hit
Twice.
What's my accuracy? 0.
So once.
So I hit once.
You hit the trap.
Yeah, it didn't
so
matter.
because we're hitting with a spear, you roll die 6+. We ignore the trap. It's
Ignore the trap.
so good. So what happens when that happens is it gets shuffled back in the deck and we draw a new card.
So that is the
Best thing ever.
we have all these weapon specializations. When you attack with a spear and you are a specialist, which all the guys are specialists because we have a master in the camp, we get to have a chance to negate the trap, and we did that.
So on a 6+. So we have lots. It's in there if you want to show them.
Okay.
So we have lots of different masteries that we've achieved. One of them was shield mastery. That's one that we wanted to get really early because it makes all your shields better. There's also a fist and tooth mastery where you're hitting with your hands, and that basically means that you're never going to be knocked down. On
So
the
there's the bow mastery that I've been using. So you first get the specialization that lets me re-roll misses, and then you get the mastery, which gives you deadly 2. So that deadly gives you additional luck, and that's why I have 6 luck instead of 4 from the mask. And then the other cool thing is when you have a master anywhere in your settlement, then everybody gets the specialist, the first ability.
So we have, because we basically got all those extra years, we were able to get a lot of masters. So we have like 5 masteries, 4 masteries.
Yeah, something.
We have the bow, we have the spear, we have fist and tooth, and shield. So we have 4 masters right now, and we're trying to work on axe mastery.
Is that the
We're
spear?
axe masters. There it is.
Okay, there's the spear, and the specialist says when you're attacking with a spear into a trap, you can negate it on a 6+, and then the mastery is when you attack behind somebody, you can give them priority target token.
It's actually 7+ on the spear. So
Oh,
you did get 7, which
okay,
is
good. There's additional ways you can boost that.
all right. So now your new hit location is the femur.
So you get to read.
Yep, you get to redraw
Wow.
one. It's super good.
Okay,
Good luck, Roberts.
so am I?
Standard attack here.
Yeah.
This has no negatives. The blow lands on the monster's leg and it pierces. Critical wound. Just kidding, not a
No.
critical wound. Because this guy's super lucky. We're not allowed to actually critical him. So he is pretty low on health. What's
Okay,
next? Shall I surge with my
ride?
surge with this guy? We're clear.
Well,
Oh, I guess you're in kill zone though.
yeah,
We have dash.
we don't know the top of the AI deck. I don't think we should attack into it. Just do ride.
I'm going to surge with my person roll. It is free again. Man, I'm on fire. And let's see what he is going to do next turn. So right now, he is either going to become enraged. Oh, this could be the play. So we have some options here. We could let him be enraged. So that means that he's going to get +3 damage, but he'll lose a life. And then he's going to intimidate somebody, a random threat. So this is okay. Oh, did you lose your insanity for attacking? I did not for object. But then I also gain 1 back.
Right.
So I'm at 17.
It's just so good.
It's ridiculous. So full survival. But I think it's worth leaving the enrage on top for the extra damage. Because we'll be able to kill it, because it doesn't actually do damage. He's just going to yell.
So how many hit points left?
If we let this play, he's going to have 5 hit points left.
But it's +3 damage.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's a damage, right? We're not gonna take damage. We're being safe and
I
cautious.
don't think it's worth it.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
The other one is not going to trigger.
Okay.
Right.
Here goes.
Okay.
Size up. Pick target random threat, and that's you or the monster controller now.
Okay.
Okay.
So random is
Green is targeted,
nice.
so I am stared down.
Mhm.
He looks at me. He turns to face me. Oh, you're right. Roll a d10. He is scared, so falls down and suffers 3 brain damage. That's okay. She had 12.
Yep. And not attacking. So
that is correct. So that's that. And then the monster extends its claws.
Oh.
Would you like to run away?
We'll go here.
Okay, we are safe again.
Dash.
Spend your dash. Your surge is back though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. End of the turn. Everybody stands because of fist and tooth, which is so good. And we begin the next round. Good luck.
Okay. So
Rawhide headband. Or not rawhide. We're going to use the cat eye circlet to look at the hit locations. I have found safety. So we have found what looks like the beast's knee. It's the beast's knee. And the soft belly. These are totally safe. And then if you fail, perform basic attack targeting the attacker. So maybe we have spear guy first. Your the tank first and set this one up.
All right. Sounds good. So move in, block, activate surge.
I like it. Good luck. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Perfect. So this is the one if you fail, basic attack. Good luck.
Okay. That is not a crit. That's double 10.
That's amazing. That's like the best roll ever. But like you said, no crits because of the luck.
The only reason this isn't a crit that would normally be a crit is because it has a
luck
minus
token.
1. Yeah, the monster has a luck token, so now you need to.
Yeah, one of these bad boys.
The character needs to have at least 1 + 1 luck to make a 10 be a crit. And so, all right. So I hit. I wound. Oh, yes, I wound. And you did the wound.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so now.
So there's 2 safe ones. I'm tempted to go in with green.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because there's no negatives to hitting. So green is going to go. The react. I'm just going to do my normal attack. So I hit on 2s because I'm super good. That's 2 hits. And let's first try his soft belly here. A debilitating blow to the soft belly. Red is my crit die. I don't crit, but I do wound. Just once again, that luck.
No, okay.
And then next is the beast knee. You hit the white lion's sturdy kneecap. Oh my gosh, 2 10s again. The only time it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That sucks. But 2 wounds. He's got 3 health left. This is pretty great.
I think we still rawhide.
Do you want to wait one more turn?
Yeah.
So here's a thought. If you wound, we know what he's doing. He only has 2 health left, right? So this is his current health deck. So we know he's going to size up. How about I use the cat eye circlet, and then you do an accurate shot and get rid of this card.
I could still miss.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Fair. We'll do it. We'll guarantee safety.
Yeah. So we can just do the rawhide and then make a decision.
That's true. So we have the 4. So I do have to pay for this one.
Oh no.
It was not free.
How many you got left?
I only have 6 survival.
Only
out of
6
8.
survival left.
So these are the 2 choices. He is either going to power swat or he is going to size up. So the size up is where he's going to yell at us and make us knock down.
Okay.
The power swat, he's going to do the closest threat facing in range.
Okay, both are great.
Yeah, these are both good options because they're either of them are going to attack.
Yeah, let's just do power swat. It seems so easy.
I gotta decrease my brain again for attacking.
Yep.
Okay. You're doing power swat?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Do we just want to end it here?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good.
So I'm gonna send. Yeah, I'll send over to the ore.
Can I make it?
I don't have time.
Yeah, I'll just get in grass. Okay.
All right. Monster goes. Monster controller goes to green this time, so it's flare. Or sorry, gold, and it's going to do that power swat effect. So closest threat is going to be blue, and so it attacks you with 4 dice, and it hits on 1s +7. So it hits on 7. It hits on 8s. Here it goes. And it rolled 1 hit for an 8, but your shield blocks it. So nothing happens. It extends its claws. What would you like to do?
I would like to dash.
He runs
I
away
guess it
again.
doesn't matter.
I don't think so.
Okay. No dash.
We're safe. We've done it. It went from, almost death to this.
Yep.
Don't listen to me.
We weren't using the rawhide.
That is true.
That was
the big issue.
And so the failure on that guy.
Yeah, that was really bad.
So
that was rough.
all right.
Cool.
So now we can cut it, right?
We can't cat eye.
Yeah.
But should we? Just kidding. That's how we use the cat eye circlet. All right, we have found the beast tricep. If you fail, basic attack. The wound, cats hate this. If you wound, priority target token. Ooh, that might be good for our big tank here.
Yeah.
And then this one is actually really bad. Gigantic pendulous punch. It gets +5 toughness to wound this location.
Okay.
And it's got a terrible reflex. So this might be a good single shot for Archer.
Critical is...
The flabby paunch sways aside. The survivors are mesmerized by the luxurious ripple fur of the monster's underbelly.
Nice.
The attack connects with a crunch, winding the monster. It is knocked down.
But it stands back up. Okay. But
it's a really bad reflex. It jumps. The white lion leaps into the air. Place the monster so the attacker is in the purple space. Move the monster forward a straight line. So it jumps behind you and then charges into you. And
so reflex happens no matter what?
Yeah.
If you don't crit. We'll just avoid that one. How many? It's got 2 hit points left?
Yeah, 3 hit points left.
3 hit points.
So I say you go for these. If you hit them, then we can use cat eye and shuffle this to the bottom.
Okay.
You just hit again.
So we want the tank to do it?
Yes. Okay. You're good where you are, so that's good. So you can do your free surge attack.
Yeah. So I'll block first. And then,
block first and then free surge attack.
Dash is done.
Okay.
Okay.
1 hit? Or 2 hit? What's your accuracy? You have no accuracy. Yeah. So 1 hit. So this is the beast flank. Cats hate this. You get the priority target token if this works. So good luck. Roll 2 dice. There's a crit die and a 6. So that's a wound. So it's got 2 health left. And on a wound, it hates you. So you're going to get the priority target token, which means that you get this little target token. And that means that the monster is only going to attack him on his next profile activation. Okay. Do you want to... I could surge with green? No, we just need to do 1 damage, right?
So
maybe I surge...
The only thing left is the
power swat.
Okay, which I basically ignore.
I'm going to surge in rawhide. Or not rawhide, cat eye. I dropped the die again. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. 4. So it's not free. So I'm down to 5. And then we look at the 3. That way we can cycle. We can get another clean hit.
We already had a clean hit.
For 1, but not 2. We could win this way.
Oh, yeah.
So I will do this one. Failure, white lion jumps back. That one's not bad. This is good.
Wait. So this one's not free. That one's
free. So I could hit with my character and pretty much guarantee the hit. And then 2 is pretty... This could be it.
Okay. But so that is bad for your guy. Really bad.
That is true. Do you want to do your accurate shot?
Yeah, just for that one.
Okay. Just for the failure one? Mm-hmm. Okay. This does have first strike, though. Well, reflex, though, so it would die before it would do it. So that's good.
So just...
Oh, just this one.
This one.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And so we need to do 2 more damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait 1 more round.
So I'll do the accurate shot with...
Okay. Good luck.
And... Oh, sorry.
So he rolls the 1 die here. 4. That's a hit because he messes on 1s. Good luck. If you fail, it jumps back 1 space.
Okay.
That's a crit. Ayo. So we get rid of power swat. Failure. The white lion jumps back. That's wrong. The force of the blow damages the white lion's ears, now partially deaf. It loses its last accuracy token. Nice. So it's back down to normal accuracy stats. Nice. Okay. So it has
the basic attack.
Only its basic attack left. When you deplete the monster's deck, you're only going to be using the basic action on the back of the card. So in this case, his basic action is he's just going to move and attack 2/2/1. So 2 speed, 2 plus accuracy, 1 damage.
Who's attack closest? Or?
He attacks the closest survivor in field of view range.
Okay.
And he's priority target though, so he's attacking you.
Yeah. All right.
Good luck.
So who's you are? Or did it move?
I have not moved with green, so I'm actually going to spend my move, and I'm going to go over here. And then that's it for right now. Okay. All right. Monster controller goes to green. He is hitting. He's got 4 dice, and he hits on... What's your evasion? He hits on 2s right now.
So 5, 7.
So he hits on 9s.
9. How does that work?
2 plus 7 is 9.
Okay, 7. Right. Wait, I'm only...
Because you're in the grass.
Oh, yeah, 7. Okay. 9.
It hits with 5 dice. He hits on 9s. So that is total miss. Nothing hit.
Nice.
Seems good. Yep. So you do lose the priority target. The cat extends its claws.
I will move. Nice. Dash.
Awesome. So he's got 1 health left, right? It's just his basic action card. So before this starts, I'm going to send green out. And green is going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. And he is going to try to bash this Aura Vein. So he's going to roll D10 and see what he can find. That is a 10! He has found an iron strange resource.
Yay.
That turned out pretty well. You did something. You can now afford a replacement. So we add this strange resource to our stuff here. Nice. So that'll be good for making some strong armor. All right. That removes this from the board. I'll go ahead and use my the cat eye circlet here and look at the top 3 hit locations. So this is going to give us Beast Tricep. If it fails, perform basic action, target the attacker. Perform basic action, target the attacker, +2 damage. I say we have Spear Guy do it again. Because it only hits on 9s, right? Do like that again?
Have the tank do it.
Yeah, have tank go.
Yeah. So we just need to hit one more time?
One more time and we win.
So the second one is +2 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can just do that one first. Good luck, tank. This is it for all the marbles.
Well, I'm going to move into the grass.
He's taking him head on. That is total miss.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't use your shield, though. Do you want to surge to a fray attack?
Yeah.
All right. Total miss again.
Okay.
Finish him, Archer.
No.
No.
I mean, we could just cycle through and.
That is true. That is true.
Do it again.
Okay, fair. We wait another turn. We go back to the start of the phase. We refresh everything. Monster controller goes to green. Make sure to lose 6. It's 6 insanity.
Oh. Every time you attack.
Every time you attack, you lose 3 insanity because of the golden eyes trait. Okay. Good luck.
6.
Oh,
right.
goodness.
So who's? Oh, so I get to.
You're getting attacked, and you get an insanity because he's attacking you. But he is hitting for 4-5 speed, and he hits on 9s, which is pretty ridiculous. So 1 hit,
and it's negated.
It's negated, so you'll lose an insanity to prevent the damage.
I use my. Oh, I didn't.
You didn't block.
Okay. Risky. Okay.
Back to us.
I will
Go ahead. Finish him. Total miss. 2 ones again. You lose 3 insanity.
All right.
So he's had 3 insanity left. This is his last free attack. Are you going to do it? I say worth.
In Burning Focus into any turn?
It might not be worth it, actually.
Oh.
I wouldn't hit this.
Yeah. So we have to do one more damage.
I'm going to go in with this one. It's
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to attack from here.
Okay.
Like you said, we just need to do 1 damage. It's going to be fine, right?
Okay. Just do it.
Okay,
Just
so
one
I'm
more.
going in. 1 more hit. So that is 1, 2 hits.
You hit on 2s?
I hit on 2s. I have +3 accuracy. Oh, no, you're right. Oh, so it's only 1 hit.
1 hit. Yeah.
Here it is. For all the marbles. Red is my crit die. 4 + 5, that's 9. 13, 17, that's the kill.
Woo!
We did it! We've killed the beast. So, to congratulate our victory, we have this awesome thing here, our Aftermath. We hit a 2+ lion, so everybody receives +200 XP. It's kind of like the aging mechanic. So my person ages up.
I also age up. Does it do anything?
Yes, I believe. You actually get 1 for the first notch, but nothing for the second notch. You retire for the second notch.
I'm retired.
So in the book here, we have the age story event, and that's going to determine what we get for our experience, essentially. So let's see what happens. All right, so I hit my second bump on this guy. So I roll 2 dice, and I have improved reflexes. The years sharpen my reflexes. I have rolled 6. I get 1 random fighting art. So fighting arts are another really cool thing in this game. So I have learned the ability to double dash, which is ironic because I have lost a leg. During your act, once per round, I may spend a movement to gain a surge to gain a movement.
That's
actually extremely good because I can now surge to dash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's nice.
That's perfect, actually. Wow, that's really good.
Still might not use them. But...
Probably never again, but,
we'll see.
But I can spend my surge to move. That's really good. So that's actually extremely strong. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So these are abilities that you can get as you play, and you can have 3 on a character. So like Abyssal Sadist that we talked about earlier, that's one of the abilities. What else?
So which one?
So which number did you click?
So
The 4th one. So Lucky Elder.
Okay.
Age is the
Oh,
rarest resource of all. Roll on the table below. 2 dice and add them together.
Okay.
9 +1 permanent luck.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can't use him ever again, but you know.
He ages out in the last one.
That's all that happens in the last one. So he is retired. And
All right.
Anybody else age?
Nope.
Okay, now we get weapon proficiency level. This just means that if we wounded with our specific weapon, we get that effect. So I did wound with my axe this round. So now I have axe proficiency, which is really cool.
Yep.
It's going to give me a special ability whenever I use the axe. I think it's when I try to wound and I miss, I try again, something like that. So yep, we won't look at it this time, but just know that I have that ability. Last thing that happens is we get rewards. So there's a little rewards table on this chart here, and we're going to see what we get. The first time we defeat the Giga Lion, we add the Giga Caterium settlement location. So that's a new place we can visit.
Nice.
So we get some new weapons. And now we gain the following rewards. So we fought a level 3, so we get 6 basic resources. So we've got some love juice, a skull, some broken lanterns, and a wild. That's extremely good. And then the skull will give somebody an insanity. Your guy is 0 now, right?
3.
Like something, you can take it. My guys are still at 15 and 9. Fair. Take it.
7.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
We lost a lot of insanity that fight.
Yeah.
All that -3.
That is crazy.
We get 7 white lion resources. You want to do these?
Sure. 7, wow.
7 white lion resources.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got white fur, great cat bones, white fur, sinew, shimmering mane.
Nice.
Another white fur and great cat bones.
We also are going to get a bunch of secret resources. So we found elder cat teeth, which are really cool looking. We've got 2 hooked claws. We've got, I put them right over it, and a black lichen, strange resource. Interesting. So all sorts of nasty things. Now these are generally reserved for the higher level creatures. So if you do well, you'll get amazing things. This black lichen says it's everything, and it's malleable, pungent, and attractive. You may consume this. If you do, and your lips turn gray and your hair whitens and you become infertile. Gain +1 courage, +1 understanding, and destroy your genitals. Ooh, powerful. Huh. Yeah. Vasectomies are now options in the Kingdom Death world. How about that? Can't reverse that one, though. All right, and the last thing that happens is Hope Stealer. My character dies. So, yeah, that sucks. So my character's died, and we will increase our death count up to 16 now. That's kind of sad, because of the... That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
We lost our noisy person, though. That's...
So,
yep. So that's going to give us... We have graves. So whenever our people die, we mourn for them. So it's going to give us some extra endeavors for potentially having more children.
right, 2, right?
Mm-hmm. 2 extra. The last thing that happens is the settlement has family. Do we have family?
What is family?
I think we do. That's the thing that lets us pass down
Yeah.
the fighting arts. Yep, we got it. Okay, so if we have the family innovation and we defeat a level 3 Giga Lion, the first time we do, the survivor that dealt the killing blow, which is... Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
Creates a gutsy legacy, greedily held for their bloodline alone. They gain a secretive disorder and the following ability.
There. Oh. Okay.
So not quite secretive. Okay, what is the ability?
That's a super small. Gain +2 strength and +1 luck when attacking a 3x3 or larger monster. When you participate in intimacy, newborns with your surname gain Giga Slayer in addition to other. Wow.
That's so cool. This one
awesome.
is breeding for days.
Nice.
So every time we fight a big monster,
yeah.
+2.
Yeah, the 3x3. So this one's a 3x3 monster. You get +2 strength and +1 luck.
That's amazing. Can pass.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Against 3x3 base.
And secretive means
Whoa.
you can only fight every other time?
I think we just read this, right?
Yeah. How is it worded?
When you are returning, you quickly become preoccupied with your own affairs. You must skip the next
Okay.
to deal with them.
So you can't ever fight it twice in a row.
Yeah. Skip every other hunt. Okay. That works. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. So that is the fight. So we grab all our stuff and we drudge back to our settlement. And now we enter the settlement phase. So the way this works is we kind of follow this little cheat sheet here, and it's going to guide us through the settlement. So we kind of put all our stuff over there. And the first thing that's going to happen is we return. So we heal all of our any wounds that we had on our characters. And for each returning survivor, we get an endeavor. So unfortunately, my character died, so we only get 3, but we did have the 2 because they died. So it's going to be 5 endeavors. Now we update the timeline. This is where we use this gigantic settlement sheet here, and this is going to just track the timeline of what's happening in our settlement that's over here. So we mark on the top, and based on what we mark, that'll tell us what's going on. This year doesn't have anything particularly special event-wise, but we always are going to do one random event, and that's what this one is. Robert, you want to read this one?
Sure. This clinging mist. The settlement is hidden behind a thick green mist. Something about the way the lantern light passes through makes it seem alive. Roll a 1d10. Roll.
10.
10. Do we have guideposts?
I think we do have guideposts, yes.
Okay, yes. The light from the lantern halberd cuts through the mist and guides the survivors back to settlement. Discard this event and draw a new one. Huh.
All right. So nothing happened, really, but we just draw another settlement event.
Yep.
So this event last time, this is the reason we were able to restart our game, is because we actually lost our settlement. We found a new one.
Oh, right.
Next one is not used in this game. Nickname. Every returning survivor gets a nickname. Each rolls a d10 on all 3 tables below. Add the nickname to the survivor's current name between their first surname. A survivor may only be nicknamed once a lifetime. How fun. Okay.
7 and 7.
7, 5, 2. And you roll on each table.
Oh, geez.
So I am wise. 5. Wise fool. That's funny. Wise fool object.
Okay.
Wise fool object of the lantern.
Oh, well, we're all wise.
We learned a lot on that trip. We learned the power of the hope stealer. We learned many things.
Wise savior. Slippery of the antelope.
Fun. And if you ever get a 1 or 10, you actually get stat modifiers, which is pretty funny.
Wow. I did not get any 10s.
Neither did I. So I just got a cool name.
Wow.
Wise fool.
Okay. Your guy that's dead doesn't get nicknames?
He never came back.
What the? Okay. So the
He is one with the
for
hope stealer
Shooter
now.
Junior is, once again, we're all wise.
Wise.
Wise 8. Oh, I rolled the same. Okay. Wise
Savior. You're just the same people.
Yeah. Wise Savior Shooter Junior
Of the lantern.
Of the lantern.
Nice. Cool. And now we go to, we did that. We updated the timeline, death count, check milestones. Sometimes special effects will trigger here. Do you have anybody that has Hoarder?
Yes.
Okay, so he has a hoarding ability, which means that we're going to lose an item.
Make it sound so positive. Did we already trigger that?
I don't know. Praise Survivor, Extra Sense, Remember All the White Secrets, Sword during a Hunter Showdown, 2 Praise.
I think we triggered it.
Yeah, we got it already.
So there's a special thing that you trigger if you hoard so many resources. I've already taken way more than that.
So we have these things, they're called strain systems. They're basically these milestones that will trigger during this phase, and when they trigger, something crazy happens. Usually it's in the form of like a really cool fighting art. So pretty sweet. All right, so now we go into our develop step, and I think this is where we're going to call off the stream because this is just kind of conversation between us as to what we're going to plan and strategize out.
This is where you get the innovations. Let's do the innovation.
Sure, we can do the innovation. So we spend our endeavors here, and this is going to allow us to improve our settlement. Hey, Grumpy Maple, good to have you. Grumpy Maple's a Colorado local that I've done some streaming with, and he's been very interested in Kingdom Death. We actually did a combination where he talked about Shadows of Brimstone, and we kind of compared the 2 gaming systems. So
nice,
very cool. So thanks for joining us, Grumpy Maple.
So
we shuffle up our innovations here, and since we have this effect, we're going to try the 4 here. Now, Grumpy Maple, I tried your trick of freezing the gummy snakes. I don't think it was as good as just non-frozen gummy snakes. So I'm sorry, I've got to tell the truth here. It was not as good. They kept breaking because they were frozen, and it just wasn't the same. I was hoping, I was going for that chewy, and that's why I get those gummies, and it just wasn't the same. So sorry, I disagree with your frozen sour snakes trick. So our innovations, on side note over, we have our 4 choices here. We can get pictograph, face painting, records, or cooking.
We're talking about cooking.
I think cooking's good. Our whole goal right now is to make those super survivors, and Cookie does a great job. Face painting is really good for making sure intimacy rolls go well, because we do have double love juice.
But we also just want people to die for the Hope Seeker.
That's true. That's so crazy. So in case you're joining late, we did get this item during the hunt phase that is absolutely bonkers. So this is the Hope Stealer. What it does is if you use this in battle, you die at the end of the showdown. So if you send it with somebody, they just die. However, its attack is equal to the amount of people that have died in your campaign. So right now, our running total is 16.
And we've got a few
we
more.
Probably have more. So
Yeah.
we'll check our Black Ledger later to make sure. But holy cow, like final boss, he's got ridiculous amounts of toughness. So a 16 weapon is crazy
So it
good.
is a spear? Or
It is a spear,
nice.
which is super good because we have spear proficiency too, which is awesome. Sacrifice the chewiness for basically turning them into giant, long, jolly ranchers. It makes them last longer, but I can appreciate the desire for the natural chewiness. I agree with you. I think that's exactly what it is, and it made me think of hard candy, and that's not why I get gummy things. I'll get some Jolly Ranchers if that's what I'm craving. But I do appreciate it. I did try it. I made sure. I was like, okay, I got these this time.
Okay.
I say we do cooking.
Let's do cooking.
Because we're going for super survivors. That'll be fun. So this gives us a free endeavor at the start of every settlement phase, as well as allows us to spend an endeavor to go cooking. We can take some vermin and turn them into good things, lots of organs, and this will increase our overall stats on our individual survivors.
And early on, these innovations are really, really critical because you get your survival acts, you get your surge, and you get dash, and that sort of thing. And so you get an innovation to be able to draw 4, and so we've kind of picked this deck so all of our choices now aren't quite as powerful, but I think cooking is still pretty good. So
I agree, especially at this point where we are in the game, where we can start
fun to play around with that.
Cool.
So, all right.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here, but I hope that was a good overview as to what Kingdom Death Monster could provide. You got an idea of what the hunt looks like, the showdown, our different characters. And remember, this is very late game, so you're going to see that the power level in this is pretty crazy. When you start the game, you literally have like a loincloth and a dagger. Yeah. So we have like full gear and stuff like that. So we are doing great. You got to see potential scary stuff happen, a little bit of everything, and a good feel, I think, of what the game could look like. Once again, very sorry for the filmography and the glare. Once again, this is a temporary setup. Hopefully our new place will be able to get a very dedicated area for recording. We've got some overhead lighting that I think will be helpful. That's all pointing sideways, so it's not going to have any glare. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So, but thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Robert, for joining for this stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is cool. So, yeah, this is great. Thank you so much, guys. Side Game Strong, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.